it goes.
There we go. There you go.
All right.
I want to shift the PC actually this way, but I'm not going to touch it at this point. So.
Answer that question. Oh yeah, okay. Alright. Cleric, you need dates. 20. Tile. Need that one. Oh dear. Don't folkies. There we are. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good.
Walk smack into that.
It's sneaky. How do you like the new table?
Cool. Very nice.
Isn't it cool? It wasn't underlit the last time we went. Last time I was here, so this is a new fun thing.
My daughter actually just got like a $30 set of, these LED lights like this, and they change colors and everything. in her
Yeah.
room. She put them up in her room.
I love LEDs. They're fun to play with. Okay, not you. Not you.
Where do I sit?
I don't. Here? Next to me.
Sweet.
Okay. Doot. Sixes. I need lots of sixes and eights. Those are my main things.
Watched our last stream
So did I.
Friday.
Yeah?
And I was like, man, I felt like we did a whole lot more, but we really didn't do a whole lot.
We fought some monster or insecty things and then
Really
nearly died and
Yeah.
had some dinner and then flew off on some eagles.
Yeah.
Just a normal day in Middle Earth. Okay, not you. Yes, you. Not you. Yes, you. Oh, right. I'm missing my D percentile that goes with this set. So it can just go in the bag. See, D6. 888. 4. Okay, I think that's. Oh, D8. I think that's all the dice I need. Tempted just to keep all my D6s out because let's see, what is my channel energy now that I leveled? 76. I have enough. I have 8 out right now, so. All right. dice is away. What did I do with my water? It's below my chair. Dice bag. Oh, I can just put my keys under here too, since there's so much storage space now. There we are. I did the same thing when I was coming out of the house. I just
It's like, oh yeah, I guess best to get rid of these. Alright.
yeah, he's just we have HVAC being replaced right now, so he's
Did you
with
guys see
him.
my night when you came in?
I don't think I did.
You're not mic'd up yet. Just you go outside this door real quick. Just hang a left where there used to be like a life-size poster of Gandalf.
Okay.
Take a look at what's there now.
Possess.
Alright, everybody's mic should have fresh batteries and be all powered up. Let's go ahead and mic up.
0.
Hey, Retro Gamer, good to see you. No infinite relevance. We're not actually. We got these are all like families and friends here. So people that work together and/or are family together. You know, sons, wives. You know, so it's a very small group. We're certainly well under the 10 recommended. We just have 6 in the room tonight.
Yes.
So we're not, you know, overly concerned. We're all pretty familiar with each other. Leather plague masks.
Yeah, responsible.
That would have been fun. And so even though we're on the pre-screen, we are mic'd up live, so you guys can
Yes.
interact with the audience. And something I actually stole from Jay, I like it, you know, just a little bit of pre-chat with the fans and stuff. So today's a little bit different session. Most of our fans have never seen this game. This is our Lord of the Rings 4th Age campaign based on Middle-earth. It's, you know, post the 3 big movies, post Return of the King, post Destruction of the Ring, at all. And this has been a pretty epic campaign. It's been running for 4 almost years now. And so you got a couple of players in common, but a couple of players you've not seen before as well. So it's gonna be fun today. And then DM trying out new tech, working with 6 mics for the first time. Make sure everything looks good here. Not that guy, he always gets me.
Getting mic'd up.
All right, so I see Jordan's mic'd up. Yep, all 3 of you. Wait, Chris, you're not yet? Nope.
Turned it on. I was waiting to do that before I, you know, hurt ears by
No, yeah, exactly. And take your time. Steve's going to be a little bit late too, and Dan's upstairs. He'll be done in a minute, so
Okay, cool.
we'll be ready in just a second. We got a few of you that have leveled up, and
Yes.
so we'll have to do that in a second here.
Got to roll
That-
some hit points.
Thank you for the host, Jay. So the RPG system, okay, so it's still 3.5. So pretty much everything I run, Retro Gamer, it's all going to be 3.5. It's the same rule set. I use the 1E, 2E elements. I use Advantage, but it's basically 3.5 is everything I run. So it doesn't matter the game world, the campaign system. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Infinite. Production value is going to be put to the test tonight. Like I said, I've got some fun stuff I'm going to try. All right, so I am getting her. I'm not getting you. Boom. That looks great. Viewers don't think you should be seeing anything yet. This is me talking to myself. And yeah, that's good there. And
Oh, I haven't seen this in person yet.
yeah, did you see my knight when you came in? Wow, isn't that amazing? You can walk past a 5-foot-tall knight and not see it. No worries. No, he was actually down here. Down here. He's right here. When you walk out, you'll see him.
Oh, then I have no excuse whatsoever.
It's kind of
That's-
dark though.
that's
Yeah,
sad.
it was post bathroom for sure. But yeah,
I see Millie's home on that map.
you do. You do.
That's so cool. Life says Anna map.
And we're gonna have to watch this finicky cam today here. This guy, he's liking to freeze up some today, but I got my eye on him, so. And we're gonna go live in just a minute or so.
Alright, I have
Good to see you, Jay. What's that? Yeah, Ella's going to be about 10 minutes late, so we're going to go ahead and kind of get started with our level ups and what happened last time and our sort of pre-show stuff before he gets here.
Because that usually covers about the
Yeah, exactly.
5-10
yeah,
minutes.
That's right. Yeah. All right, I think everything looks good. Let's go ahead and let's get started. So, everybody mic'd up. Let me make sure all your mics are on. I think Dan has not turned his on yet.
Yes.
Oh, this is
Yes, your lapel
Yeah,
mic.
so you put that. That's the
Yes.
first time you've done these, huh? Yeah.
Welcome. We have
Fancy.
fancy technology now.
Yeah, it's like the table's like throwing a marble on a bigger marble.
Exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
I like that, a marble on a bigger marble. All right, let's go ahead and switch so people can see us.
Testing. I am half of the size of everyone.
You are good and live, and I'm going to give you just a little bit more juice on your. Wait, say that again, real quick. No, I don't think so. No, you're not on. You got to flip
Make sure
this on.
the light's on.
Yep.
All the way
Now
in the
you're on.
position. Yes.
Testing.
Yes.
Halfling test.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone, and welcome to another session of Blue Box. This is one that's a little bit different. You haven't seen this if you've been watching us lately or newer followers. This is our semi-monthly, I'd say probably 8 to 10 times a year campaign that's been running for 4 years now, based on the Middle-earth, Lord of the Rings, sort of mythos and gaming world, and we're in the 4th age, and we'll talk about that in a second. We're missing still one player, and oh, that cam is really freezing today. Hang on. It's I don't think anybody's touching that back there. Just make sure you're not bumping anything. I don't know what's happening with this guy. He's fighting me. I've rebooted everything. I've restarted everything. So it should be all right. So we're also leveling up. Some of you have leveled up, and as we're getting toward the last stages of the approach of Daggerath, right? So this is not on rails. This is not a DM telling it. This is the approach of the Middle Earth equivalent of Armageddon, right? And you are on the precipice of that. So as we're getting ready for this, I really want to focus today on enjoying the game in the room. If the tech fails me, I might just kill the stream. I don't care. I just want to have fun with you guys today. So.
Oh man, we're clearly about to die.
That was fun.
Fun.
Please have fun. Enjoy yourselves while I
Feed them
slowly.
their favorite meal.
What would you like to eat tonight, by the way?
That's what the Heroes Feast was for, guys.
Oh, golly. And okay, so I'm gonna have to unplug and replug that cam because it's fighting me even as I say that. Yeah. So try it one more time here.
Where does it need to be unplugged at?
Let's just give it one more chance.
Okay.
If it doesn't work this time, I'll try unplugging and replugging, and if it doesn't work, then we're going to kill the stream and we're just going to play because I am not going to have that mess with us today. Hey, Bloodwild, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, so who leveled up? Raise your hand if you leveled up.
I did.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, everyone but Brawl. He was so close. All right, so here on Blue Box, we let our players do all their level up stuff between sessions, with the exception of hit points. So they can choose their feats and their skills, all that, but they can't do their hit points until we actually get together live. So we now have this really cool new setup here. If you can see this, it's on a Lazy Susan. You haven't seen this yet, Dan or Chris, but I've got 2 sides here, so there's, I think, earth and, is this sand? No, this is water here, and then I've got one in there, which is sand and ice. So I've got 4 different terrain setups here, and there goes that cam again. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and try to fix this. I'm going to switch to our players only cam while you guys roll hit points. So
All right.
let's have all 3 of you. Sorry, Ruel, didn't mean to taunt you with that.
Oh.
All 3 of you roll your hit points.
Okay. Jordan, you want to go first?
Sure. I got 5.
5. All right. I have a D8. Let me see which D8 do I want to use. I'll use this one. Okay. I can't roll ones, so that's 4 for me.
What dice do I roll with for my?
would
You're a D8, I believe.
Be a D8 for you.
Base into points plus 4, so that becomes.
That 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 8. All right.
I do the same thing.
I am now at 134.
It's like I can tell. a
One.
Oh,
Great.
that's right. Your con is really low. So.
Thank you, Bloodwild.
Hi.
Hello.
Yo.
And we have our, I don't want to say final player, but
Final.
and if you could shift just a touch that way. Actually, I can
Please
probably
bring
move
the power of Superman.
this just a
with your
bit. Wow,
character
you guys,
today.
We'll see.
you guys look really good though. That's probably the best I think that cam has
Do you have
looked
enough
for you.
room?
That looks
Do you
really
need
good.
Yeah, it's
Good.
All right, so we're rolling hit points. And what'd you have?
A 1.
Oh, okay. So you can't roll 1. All right. And what's your constitution?
He's got like a minus something.
Yeah, it's a -1 on Constitution.
All right. So
A 0.
you can actually roll a 1. So you got a
Yeah.
1. Yep. Sorry. That minus one con just hurt you. You get the 1.
Awesome.
hit points, so.
No, he still gets the 1. No, yeah, he still gets the 1. Well, yeah, no, you're right. Exactly. It's the 1 minus 0. No, you get 1 hit point.
One
You
hit
can't.
point,
You can't.
all
You
right.
can't get no hit point. You get 1 hit point for that level. All right. Next.
Did you level up, Edlis?
I did. I believe I've already rolled for one of them, so I'm on level 12 now, and I think I roll a d10.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's
you
right,
are
you're a D10.
fighter, Yeah. D10.
Already. Just go with the 3. But my con bonus is 2, so
Yeah, we can get to
Okay.
three.
So total of 5. So yeah, 2, 3.
4,
Yep. No, 5.
5.
3 plus 2, 5. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 2 is 5.
Ah, yes.
So yes, we got 5.
Math is hard.
Math is hard. Good. I think I got all that working now. So
For my feats, I want to do disruptive.
then those trays over there. If you guys
Good
can,
place
one of
to
you
roll.
can hand
You can share
Chris,
my
probably
dice
easier
tray.
for
Thank you
you.
very much.
There's a dice tray right there.
For my feats, I want to do
Swallow the brown
disruptive
dice.
and spellbreaker, if that's cool.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
And I took improved counter spell for my feet.
that's a really good one. Yep. Okay.
The other one.
The other one?
My dice. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Y'all can run this one if you want to.
You can still see Anna's map in the background.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, and we're gonna see if this rolls. I think we've got it working well. All right, who else needs to roll for hit points?
I think that's everyone.
Everyone's good? All right. So again, welcome to our 4th Age campaign. And look, guys, man, it's been, how long has it been since we were all in the room together?
Before March.
Yeah, so
Or
we're...
April.
forgot, yeah.
When,
Yeah.
when was the last
Way
time
back.
we played? I don't
It's
even know.
been
It's been a while.
months and months and months, and thank you everyone for being here. And so let's go ahead and do a little bit of an introduction and then a what happened last time. And golly, this cam is freezing every stinking time. Sorry, everybody, hang on. It's not done this to me since the last time we were all together. Give it one more chance like that. All right.
It's rest day.
Yeah. So, who can tell me what happened last time?
There were eagles involved.
Yes.
There were
We
eagles.
started off, we were in combat with the 2 giant insect creatures, and Holgrim was still inside the portal at the very top of the session. He actually fell out kind of mid-combat.
Right?
Early on, Azimir had done a
You're fine.
heckin' lot amount of damage to one of the insects, and then Marthaliel banished the electric scorpion successfully.
Mm-hmm.
And then we almost lost Edelis and Ant to the scream that the other insect creature had caused. But Holgrim actually used his greater fate chip to prevent everyone from dying horribly. So that saved them. There was a lot of healing involved.
There was.
And ran a bit away behind towards kind of where the white tree stands and started
Bravely.
cheering on for
What does that
cheering
mean?
everybody.
Ran a bit away. I'm not sure.
Ran a bit away. He had been behind the insect, and then decided that because he wasn't hitting, he might as well just go and cheer everybody else on. So yes, he stood at a bit of a distance and cheered everyone on while the fight continued. And if I remember correctly, Edalus actually got a crit against it and was the final victor against the insect.
He did indeed.
monster.
Murdered a bunch of people on accident.
Oh, and Bruel did get stunned for a couple rounds for unfortunate natural one confirm, which
As one does.
it hurts. Yeah, so then we lost several of the guardsmen. A couple of them fell off the edge of that tier that we were on. Some of them were just melted in acid blood from that creature. But Elisar and Arwen did survive the fight, and then they offered us basically whatever we needed because we knew that bad things are coming, and so they wanted to make sure that we were prepared. Before we went to sleep that night, like right before, Martha prepared a hero's feast for everybody so that they could partake in that and armor, and basically all the various traveling gear got what they needed from Elisar.
Right.
And then we rested, and the next day we decided to try to fly on the giant eagles to the Shire, where we had learned from Holgrim that he had seen was the location of where this ritual, where they're trying to summon Melkor back into Arda, is taking place. And so we wanted to get there as quickly as possible, so we asked the help of the giant eagles, and they agreed to help. So everybody got on their various eagles, some more gracefully than others. And then we took flight and started trying to cover the eyes of his eagle to play a bit of a prank. And then Holgrim actually sent Rock to land on Ant's head, which actually showed an ability that he didn't know Rock had, which was the ability to blink. Rock blinked off of Holgrim's shoulder and landed right on Ant's head, and that's where we finished last time, in the air on our way.
One minor addition, they happen to have the dragon helm.
Oh yes, that's
So,
right. And
I have a new hat.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Stylish hat.
your Thor's helmet.
So it had been recovered by
Yes.
the men of Minas Tirith and was gifted to Edalus in that session.
I'm giving
So-
it back.
Never ever.
For my cold dead hair.
Oh no! Don't.
Oh, I'm dying today. That's happening.
All right,
Not if
so
I can help it.
let's do a quick. So I think nothing better than to start the stream with the DM conquering the goblins in the computer, and I have slain them, so we're now good to go. And let's go around the room quickly. Introduce your characters. So your name, then your player, race, class, level, and anything else you'd like us to know about your PC. And we'll start over here with Azamir.
I'm Asmir Thurgold. I'm a level 12 or 13 or half-orc fighter. And I hit things hard.
All right.
All right. I am Martha Thaliel Gladwin. I am a level 13, high elven cleric, nobler elf in the world of Arda, and she remained actually behind in Middle Earth rather than traveling with the rest of the elves, because she was called by her goddess Esther to remain behind to fulfill her needs to heal and care, but for a greater purpose that she didn't know before and has now been slowly discovering as they've been traveling.
Well done. Thank you.
Edalus is a 12th level human fighter who previously was just kind of this nobody who would just go around making a fool of himself and cutting his foot while he was dangling from a rope. And slowly but surely gaining skill, suddenly to find out and become Turin Turambar, reincarnated, and now has acquired a pretty neat legendary dragon helm and black sword to hopefully not die, but we'll see as we try to defeat the ultimate evil from coming back.
And so with that black sword being recovered, just talk about that for the viewers. Like what exactly happened there? Where were you, and what was the sword?
So we were on an island where we had transported to, trying to search for something that would help us, because we were told that there were two key
The
things
Stone
we
of the
needed.
Hapless.
The Stone of the Hapless, which turned out to be the gravesite of Turambar's body, even though that was something from myth that had not been confirmed, and this was just an unknown location. And the bones were there, and this sword that is this legendary black sword that Turambar used to wield, unique to that historical character, and bones apparently from that historical character had actually knit into the sword itself. So this is some new kind of melding, clearly some strange magics there, and that's where that came from.
Yep. Well done. Thank you.
I am Brule, a level 12 paladin from the Second Age. Was freed by this band of adventurers from the library, Anuminas, and now I travel with them in hopes of reuniting with my people eventually, if I don't die trying to save Arda.
And was probably implicit there, but he's a dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah, so a dwarf from the Second Age. And then last, but yeah, probably least.
And least in stature. Halfling, level 12 halfling rogue.
What's your name? Level 12 halfling rogue.
This little level 12 halfling rogue has done a lot of damage to many enemies along this adventure. Definitely the main source of damage, really.
Much to their chagrin.
And-
But he died of embarrassment.
He is also the dragon whisperer.
Yes.
He is, that may be his most important ability.
But yes.
He whispered the dragon. He also has a fairly interesting item that he recovered, in our 4th or 5th session? The
Yeah.
ring?
Oh yeah.
A ring that detects the tears and the
Sort of planar portals
Planar
that kind of rip
portals,
through the... Yep.
also a dagger that is like perfect for me because it's called the dagger of the imprudent urgency, or what is it called?
Imprudent haste.
Imprudent haste.
Close enough.
Imprudent haste.
Yeah, so you've already used the orbs of nefarious transport.
Yes.
So that was one, and now you have the dagger or the dirk of imprudent haste, which is your current weapon, and that is kind of where we stand. So, as Marthaliel said, the last session you were on the wings of eagles, heading across the terrain of Middle Earth, rushing toward what you can only assume is, in fact, Dagor Dagarath. You have been told that Melkor has used his agents to gather the Palantir, some of which have eluded your grasp in the source of the campaign, to create a portal which will allow him to return to Middle Earth. As you're traveling on the backs of the eagles, that is where we will begin today's session.
And as we fly, I'm going to scan just the ground below us to see if I can spot anybody that would kind of fit the description of the people that are working together toward this grand scheme to bring Melkor back.
Makes sense. Okay. So, you're flying through the air, and you're on the backs of these giant eagles. And as you fly, you see yourself passing over the fields outside of Minas Tirith. Soon you find that you are soaring over the tops of the Misty Mountains, over the fields of Rohan. Atop these eagles, it's a heady experience. At once both terrifying, but also just absolutely thrilling to be atop them. And as Rock blinks back over onto the shoulder of Halgrim, you have the opportunity, if you wish to communicate with one another at all as you're flying over the tops of the Misty Mountains. And I'll show you kind of where you're at here. So again, you left, let's get the cursor up here, you left Minas Tirith here, and you're already flying over the Misty Mountains. You're making quick travel. It's only been less than an hour in the air, and you're traveling over the tops of these mountains.
I do worry that we are not going to make it in time.
We're still on the Eagles.
Yeah, you're still on the Eagles, and so I think to whatever degree you can, for role play's sake, kind of, you don't have to yell in the room, but it would be something like, "I do weary for." We're
Right.
shouting over the wind, and we're atop eagles flying over these mountain passes.
Right.
You weary? What? You're tired?
I do worry that we are not going to make it on time to foil this plan that it's afoot.
Oh. Thanks
As you
for
talk.
clarifying.
As you talk, you see the eagles, they're highly sentient, so they actually move closer together as you communicate to facilitate this.
That's cool.
As we're flying, I'm seeing if I recognize the areas we're going across, not just in their current state, but from memory, from older memories, any events or things that are relevant as we're approaching the location.
Yeah, that's a great question.
I know most of what happened in my history
Sure.
is much further north, but
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me and add your wisdom bonus.
20.
Okay. Yeah, as you're flying over, this intentionality on your part, you look down and you're seeing the ghosts of battles past. You see images that flash and vanish, giant armies traversing across Middle-earth, ghostly figures that appear and then suddenly vanish, elephants mounted, moving across different areas, and then they're gone as soon as they appear. You are having these strange visions.
I do not think we would have come this far for me to appear in this form with the black sword, with the dragon helm, with all that has been accomplished to this point, and not stand a chance. I do not say we take this lightly, but I, for one, intend to change my luck this day.
Yes. I think I can feel Esther with us, and I think that if nothing else, we have support. I just feel a sense of dread, but I know what we must do, and I believe that if we can stand strong, we have a good chance.
Given that we have the most experience, having died previously, I think we can use that to our advantage.
How so, Edilus?
There is nothing to fear. We have been given a second chance. Perhaps the Dragon Whisperer will surprise us. And clearly the dwarf has postponed his death longer than is reasonable.
All right, so again, as the wind buffets and you fly over the top of the mountains, you get closer and closer. It's now sort of late afternoon as you're traveling, and you pass over the blackened char of Isengard across the plains of the Endowaith, following more or less the north-south road. As the eagles, they're still flying sort of straight as an arrow, but it's more or less along that road. You soon see yourselves sailing over a city you have been to before. You see Tharbad. It's a good several hundred feet below you. Looks quite small as you pass over the top of it. Still being constructed, new towers erected as you pass over it.
frozen camera. It's
Not mine this time. It's that
Nope.
one. Okay.
yeah.
That's a little less scary to me because that should usually come back pretty quickly. So as you fly over the top of Tharbad, you see Halgrim. He seems to be having some sort of an argument with Rock. The two of them are fussing at one another, and it's easy to see Halgrim almost slides off the side of the eagle, and then as he pulls himself back over the top of it, Rock bites him on the finger, and you can hear a curse from Halgrim even over the distance in the air as he's fussing with his eagle, or with his owl.
Am I seeing him having like? Can I see him?
Yeah, all of you see this.
Holgrim, what seems to be the matter? It seems you and your familiar there are having a bit of a kerfuffle.
I told him that he should go down there and look, and he refuses to.
It seems he's probably wiser than you, friend.
She doesn't talk like that when he's here in the room, does she? No, I'm just kidding. No, that's fantastic. So you continue. So you see, they continue to argue, and then as you head further north, you get to the point where you start to see here as you come across the Cardolan. You pass the Brandywine River. You can see it snaking its way along the plains up into the mountains, and you realize you're probably less than 100 miles from the Shire, but you now see that there are dark clouds on the horizon, giant, voluminous, blackened clouds which roil. You see arcs of lightning that shatter into the ground.
Can I tell if this seems to be like magical in nature versus like a natural like occurrence?
Yeah, I mean, it takes no check of any kind to recognize this is something unnatural. This storm which roils, you actually see arcs of red lightning in the midst of white lightning as the clouds churn faster and faster. The eagles are trying to deal with the buffeting winds as you get closer and closer.
It might be wise to land perhaps and continue on foot. I do not want us tumbling out of the sky through the storm we have ahead of us.
I agree. Eagles, if you can, place us as close as possible, where you can still fly away without injury.
So, as you get closer and closer, you see the storm really begins to pick up, and the eagles are quite ready to take out of the air and move to the ground. As they begin to fall, you see the clouds darken the sky above. Everything becomes more and more difficult to see. The eagles try to make their way through the rains, which actually seem to be almost approaching you, like they're getting closer to you even as you try to land. They move closer and closer and closer. We'll take... As one of the eagles carrying you lands, you even see as the others begin to make their way down, a jagged bolt of lightning comes through the air. One of the eagles is struck. You see its wing, even as it comes down, it's able to kind of turn itself. It slides, it hits the ground and rolls over. All the rest of the eagles land. The lightning continues to flash, and you actually see as it hits, little fires are starting, burning around the area. There is something dark and heavy, the static, the power in the air. It's almost overpowering.
Can I... all the birds are down now, though?
Yes, all the birds have now landed.
Can I immediately jump off my eagle and go check on the one that was struck by the lightning and see if it is alive or wounded or...
Absolutely. So you run over to it. Yeah, it's definitely alive.
Okay.
It's wounded, it's rolled over on one shoulder. You see the wing is blackened.
How severe does the wound look?
I mean, it's not mortal, but it's clearly
Pretty
crippled.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually going to do a cure light wounds on the eagle.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
So that's a 7.
7 points of healing. All right. As you cast healing on the eagle, you see you do in fact mend its wing, but it's still damaged, so it's not fully healed. But it looks over clearly with gratitude towards you. Still hobbled. You're now, all of you, on the ground in the midst of the forest. You can assume you're several miles from the Shire. And the storm rages. What do you do?
Alright.
Friend Eagles, if you can, please find more reinforcements and begin bringing them in as close as you dare. I'm sure we'll need all the help that we can get within the next hours.
You see, the eagle that had you, it lifts its head. It looks at the eagle to the right of it, and there's a moment of silent communication between the two. Then all of the eagles, they look at you, their heads drop, and then with an eye of resolve, they loft into the air away. They head east and slightly south.
How close do we seem to be to the Shire? Are we, as far as we could tell?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you're probably still a good 50 miles away from the Shire. So you would be on the map somewhere here betwixt. You just crossed the Brandywine here.
Okay.
So you're somewhere in this area.
And it's pretty clear, well, as far as what we would even know, or what I would know, I'm just double checking here. The worst of it does seem to be centered as far as we can tell towards the Shire.
Absolutely.
Okay. And are we near a road or anything like that?
No roads. You're just sort of open in the midst of the forest.
Friends, I think we'll need to make a quick pace if we can. If we can find transportation or civilization of any kind. Otherwise, I know not what else we could do but to make our way as quickly as possible.
We have been through here before from our previous travels. Do you remember any farms or anywhere perhaps that was pastures where we could have seen some horses?
Ants, do you have any knowledge of this area you can guide us?
Well, it is the Shire. That much I know. For sure. That's definite.
I agree. I think we are in the right place.
So yeah, no, you clearly recognize this. You know exactly where you're at. Bree's on the opposite side. So you're on the south side of the downs. You know, headed. You're somewhere off of the north-south road. You know, so they can't see here, but you're somewhere here off the north-south part of the road, and you've crossed the Brandywine. So you're in this open area here.
Are we trying to keep on going up that way? Is that...
As quickly as possible.
Okay.
Now, OOC, Torin Turnbar was known for his speed and his ability to run. I have endurance and stuff like that.
Yes.
We have the elf. We have the half ogre. Can we assume that at least part of the party can make its way quickly, even in this?
Yeah, I mean, certainly if the party wanted to, you could outdistance Brual and maybe even Halgrim. The three of you would clearly be the fastest afoot.
I'm from the Blue Mountains, so that's not too far or too unfamiliar with this land. Am I familiar with this land that we're walking through?
I mean, you've never been here exactly by the Shire, but you're not, unfamiliar with the land, so you know the area that you're in, but you've never traveled in this specific area.
I think what we need most right now is intelligence. If the three of us can make our way ahead, we need to try to secure a means of transport. If we can get horses, find out where their forces are and how we can find a way to, without taking them down head on, find a way to start capturing, to gain intelligence from the enemy. Perhaps if we can run ahead and you can make your way as best as you can, we will try to return with information or horses or anything else we can.
I want to look around and see if I see anything out of the ordinary.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I wasn't going to suggest.
I could hold Ant again, and he could, I don't know.
Perception.
Okay,
Okay, plus 23 for perception.
And if your
So
dragon
Throw him
friend,
repeatedly.
if your dragon friend has any
That's
advice for
27.
us at this time, that would be
27.
welcome.
All right, as you're traveling, you do actually see, Marathalio, a small figure that darts behind a tree up ahead. Catches your eye.
Could I make out anything about this creature?
It looked small. That's all you could make out.
All right. So I'm going to turn to everyone and say, over there, I just saw something dark behind there. Something small.
I make my way as quickly as I can up this ridge to try to get a view.
All right, so
I'm following.
Edalus moves up the ridge.
Prepared to leap off the ridge at any moment.
Okay, all right. We're not in initiative, so just go ahead and tell me what everyone's
I'm
doing.
following Edalus.
All right. Azimir?
I'm following as well.
Okay. Everyone else?
I'm gonna come around the hill here.
Okay, so you move around the backside?
Yeah.
All right. And Ant?
I'm just gonna get on top of this tree and watch.
You're challenging me, aren't you? I see what you're doing. Boom. All right. And Hallgrim follows behind. All right. So as you move up on the ridge, let me advance the cane here so you can see it. You see a tiny figure, Brual, come sprinting around this side. It's a halfling, no more than 2.5 feet tall. His hair soaked. He's got a scratch down one side of his cheek, blood streaking down. He looks terrified, his eyes wide.
Oh, slow, friend.
He stops up, he sees you. No, leave me alone!
There's nothing to fear.
There's everything to fear! Look around you, man! What do you mean there's nothing to fear?
Can we hear this shouting from where we are?
Oh yes, everybody
I'm going
hears
to
this.
immediately change directions and run that way.
I continue to make my way this direction, but shifted a little
I'm
bit.
following Edalus.
All right. So you guys move there. Marathalio shifts this way. Halgrim, as he will do much of today, follows Marathalio. As you come around, you see what I just described, this rain-soaked halfling, blood streaming down his cheek. He's backing away from Brual, looking terrified.
Hello?
He peers through the rain. An elf! Are you an elf?
Yes. Are you in need of aid?
All of us are in need of aid. All of my people were being slain. There's an altar. They're killing us day by day. They kill us.
Who is killing you?
I don't know. He wears blue robes and the hair streaks down in white and he's awful. He kills us day by day. They have glowing stones, some big, some small, all surrounding the Shire.
Okay, Marathalio, at the mention of the blue robes, will kind of give a quick look to Hallgrim, like, you know who that is.
Hallgrim just kind of nods and drops his head.
Yes, we have heard word that something like this was going to be happening near here. We were not sure quite where, and we have come to lend our aid to your plight. If you will come to me, I can possibly look at your wound there. And she, like, if he'll actually come to her, she'll do a.
Yeah, so he's just kind of he's still. If you move toward him, he doesn't move away. Edalus, you kind of come around. You're peering through the trees on the opposite side there. Let me just go ahead and flip this around. Might as well use it, right? And so, whoops, sorry about that. So you're peering through the trees there, and you can see that she is speaking with this tiny little halfling who is rain-soaked on the opposite side of the ridge. and she seems to have stilled him for the moment. So here is Edalus, here is Azamir, and then you have Marthaliel here talking to this little halfling.
Can I look around to see if I see any, like...
Sure. Go ahead, roll d20. Roll d20, make a perception check for me.
26.
As you're looking, something catches your eye. You look off to the left, and over here behind this rock, you see something almost the same color as the tree flash behind the rock.
Did I see enough of it to know what it was?
It was like, it was so quick. It looked, I mean, not halfling sized. It was big. It darted behind the rock. You couldn't tell. It was so, you couldn't, it was a flash of green. All you saw was a flash of green moving behind the rock.
I use my feet run, and I run at it at 5 times my normal speed.
All right, so
I'm on my. Seeing that it's the halfling they're talking to. My intention is to come here and try to observe what I can from the edge.
All right. As you move to the edge to survey, here is Halgrim. You see Azamir suddenly turns. He sprints. He leaps off the rock and starts moving in this direction with blinding speed. Not quite Dirk of imprudent haste.
Azamir has found something.
All right, and back to you guys.
So I'm going to just sprint down to the halfling and examine his wound. How serious does it look?
He doesn't look badly wounded.
Okay.
Yeah.
What she'll do then is she'll actually just use some of, because she has a healer's kit. She'll just apply some balms and things and wrap it up and making sure it's clean. Okay.
He holds still under your ministrations when you're finished. His eyes still wild. I thank you, but we're all going to die. It's hopeless. There's nothing that can be done. The power, the lightning, it streaks from the sky. He kills us day by day.
Do not lose hope. We have come with all strength and faith that we can muster, and we are determined to protect you all and the rest of this world. Do not give up.
All right, go ahead and roll diplomacy for me. While she's doing that, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to ask, you mentioned stones. How many?
I couldn't count. There were 6 or 7 or 8 several stones. Some of them were very small. One was as big as a house.
22.
All right. He does start to, his breathing slows. I don't know how there could be hope, but I am thankful even to see one of your kind here. I thought you would all head across the sea.
I could not leave yet. I had to come to do what needed to be done, and it seems that this world needs us more than ever now.
So he does seem calm by your words. Ant, as you sit atop the tree, you see the same thing I described earlier. You see Azamir sprinting toward the rock. Go ahead and roll d20 for me and add your perception.
Alright. 13 plus my perception. My perception is 21. So,
all right, you saw.
He uncovers the secrets of the universe.
I'm hovering above the tree like this.
You see the same thing that Azamir saw. You saw why he started sprinting there, but what you also saw were a pair and a pair, so 4 insectile wings on the back of this giant green creature that ducked behind the rock. Yeah, you have not seen this. You have not seen this. Brual, you have not seen it. You're standing behind the trees here. So what are you doing?
I mean, I'm going to keep a watchful eye. I mean, I don't want to get caught off guard by anything. I mean, I know that I don't know what's going on here, but I did hear Edalus shout.
You did. You heard Edalus shout.
I'm gonna just do a quick scan of my surroundings to.
All right. Well, you can clearly see here because you're here, right? You're stuck behind a tree and a rock. You can see that way, but you cannot hear the direction of Edla's shout. So if you want to see anything, you've got to move either this way or this way.
I'll move this way.
Okay. All right. You start moving around this side to get a look at what's being said. All right. Azimir, as you approach the rock, you hear a skittering sound.
Already my sword.
You pull your sword out, and a monstrosity appears from behind the rock. A creature that looks like something from a nightmare. It has wings with an insectile face and a giant stinger at the base of it.
That's a giant nope.
A giant nope. It comes from behind the rock, and so let's switch to the area of the battle here, and we'll bring that up so everybody can see that, and also now you can see both. So as you come here, you see this giant creature pop around, and guess what? Roll for initiative.
Are we doing the
Is that what we do on Tuesday?
party roll?
Yeah, so a D6, and it's a D6. We haven't done this it's been several months, right?
Okay.
So it's a party initiative. You're gonna roll, and then I will adjudicate based on where people are located and what they're doing. So you are up first.
He's the one in combat.
Yeah, he's the one that's in combat, so he's gonna roll.
And as long as you keep winning initiative, you keep rolling initiative.
That's exactly
as soon as
right.
you lose initiative, it goes to the next person.
And everyone pelts you. Their least favorite die.
With Lisa, yeah.
It's a D3 though. So.
All right, the DM has a 1. Not a good roll for the DM.
4. Yeah.
All right, so you are not surprised as this creature sprints around the corner, and you have initiative, Azimir.
Alright, so so I'm guessing this is a creature size large or large.
That's right, it's large.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Death or Glory, which gives me a plus 6 to damage and to my attack bonuses for this round.
Okay. All right, roll to hit.
That is a 50.
Okay, that's a hit, yes.
Holy cow!
Second one, is 34.
34, that is also a hit.
And the last one is a natural 20.
Oh, okay, roll again to confirm.
Oh, no, I don't think
Nope.
so. 30.
No crit.
Alright, so
3 hits though.
3 hits though, roll damage. All right, Azimir, peering through the rain as this creature leaps out from behind. It's hovering a couple of feet off the ground. Talons strike, almost like think of a giant praying mantis. Huge forearms with spikes jut forward, the buzzing sound echoing in your ears. Your first blow, you swing.
106 points of damage.
You catch the carapace. You slice through it quickly 3 times. You see green ichor spraying through the rain in all directions. The creature lets out an ear-piercing sound. It's still alive, but you have clearly wounded it heavily.
Oh wait, actually I might have critted it.
Why would that be?
Because I get a +4 on critical confirmation rolls too.
Oh, the critical confirmation defeat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Then that would be a crit, yes.
Okay.
The +4, because you have 30, right?
Yeah.
So that would make it a 34, yes, that would be a
He
crit
breathes a
then.
sigh of relief. That amount was going to be bad anyway.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
crit me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I looked at that.
Yeah.
Well
If you have
done.
the
Buruo,
critical thingy.
you hear a buzzing sound behind you. Edlis, from the corner of your eyes,
man.
you see a second one bursting from behind this rock.
98.
What's
98.
90? Really?
Yeah.
Can you see it there? Can you confirm that?
It is a 98.
A 90x?
98.
So he's your familiar now, right? I mean, that's what
I do this in every one of this game. I create
Really?
everything.
See, I'll trust you. I don't trust him. I trust
see
you.
a 9 and an 8.
I always do the brown one first.
Okay.
I know his method.
The 98. Okay. All right. So, my demon from another plane. Tell me what it looks like.
Okay. So is it like above me in the air?
Just slightly. So it's like hovering just a couple feet in the air. So it's
Okay, so the first strike, the first blow, Asmir strikes it at its leg. Then the second blow, he chops off one of his wings. And as it comes down a little bit, he jumps in the air, does a 360, and slices his head off.
Yes.
Nice.
the 360. Really? Okay. Nicely done. The 360.
Backhanded.
You slice the creature. You basically cut it up multiple times. Your black sword glinting in the rain. Now we move over here. Brual, you have initiative, and you see you started to move this
You're right
direction
there.
where you could hear the battle. You're right here. Now you see there is one behind you.
Azamir, we don't have time for your antics. Get over there and help Brual.
And sorry, OOC, can I close that distance
yeah.
and attack?
You can close the distance, and you have 3 attacks per round. Yeah, so you close that distance, you're going to get 2 attacks. You won't get your 3rd attack. That's a good 20-foot distance you got to close. All right, you sprint forward through the rain. As you do so, you close with this creature.
33.
Misses, strikes the carapace, glances off, doing no damage.
34 it is.
22.
All right, both of your blows, they slam against the creature, but they don't penetrate the carapace. Now we go to Marthaliel.
Okay, first I'm going to look to the Hobbit and say, alright, I have done what I can for you now, but you need to go back and see if you can get the rest of your people out of the area.
As you're talking to him, he literally just sort of like exit stage right. He's
Okay.
vanished from your view, like he saw that thing and he just started booking. So you're you're sort of talking to his back as he's running.
Alright, so I guess what I'm going to do is I am going to cast.
Skittish.
Should be in range. Oh yeah.
Skittish.
I am
This
going-
demonic creature with this horrible storm above and his people being sacrificed.
Okay.
He's skittish.
So Martha, seeing this creature in front of her, is going to reach up to the heavens and say, "Help me, my lady," and pull a cylinder of fire from the sky, casting Flame Strike.
Ooh, very nice. All right.
So D20. Please be a big
Roll
number.
to hit on your flame strike.
Oh wait. Hold
Yes,
on. What is
heroic
it?
hobbits are so
It's a
38.
DC.
That's right.
Oh, it's just a saving throw. Never mind. It's just a saving throw.
Oh, there is no to hit. It's just a save.
Reflex is for half damage.
Okay, and what is the DC?
DC is 19.
Yeah, full damage. So you see suddenly out of the sky a blazing blast of light strikes the
1d6.
creature. Holy light glows around it.
Dang. Oh dang.
I
I'm gonna
shield
have
my
to,
eyes a little bit.
Oh, I have to do 13d6. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so that's 8 d6, so that's
13 d6 being rolled from
18.
Marthaliel's spell.
24, 27, 30, 34, and then so that was 8. So I need 5 more. Is that
Thank you,
right?
Fun Socks.
Did I math that correctly? 5 more?
Yes, 5 more.
Okay, so that was 34, 39, 41, 43, 45, 47 points of damage.
All right.
Please crit me.
She lights up the sky. You see this holy fire that just burns down on the creature. You hear the sizzling of the tentacles and from the antenna. The creature kind of pulls away moving this direction as it circles, still with Brual, but away from her spell. We go to Edalus.
A good start. And I head straight for using up whatever I need to get to him and attack.
All right, so that distance to cover, moving down the rocks, you will not get an attack this round, but you cover the full distance to close with the creature. And then we go to Ant. Ant, you're seeing all of this from your treetop. You have a really nice perspective of the battle.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good too. I want to do just a sweep of the whole place around me, make sure nobody else is coming from other directions. For now, at least.
All right, can you roll a d20 for me, please?
That's 4.
And then add your, was it 21 you said?
Yeah, so 25 total.
25 total. Yeah, okay, so you're spinning around on your treetop here. I'm not going to actually move you for sake of not, like, my balance.
out of the tree.
My balancing act there is pretty special. You see the Hobbit, whose name you never got. He's sprinting through the trees. He gets all the way here. Oh wow, you can already see it coming.
Of course.
You see a creature identical to the one that originally killed Bob. Flies from around the corner. And
We didn't kill it before.
in one gobble, it sucks the Hobbit off the ground into its gaping maw, and you hear him scream, and he is gone. And this thing is now eye level with you, where you're.
The only thing I get out of that is that we wasted Cure Life.
I didn't use the cure light wounds. I only used one of my healer skills.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, she was caught. She didn't really give him too much.
because he was only like mildly cut. He didn't need
No, you're right. So let's recap where everybody's at, so just so everyone can see on the stream. So we have Ant. And Ant is atop a tree here, facing this giant, the biggest of all, winged creature, which is dropped from a planar portal. We have a dead creature here, which Azamir, with an incredible critical, has killed in one round. Thank you so much, Fun Socks. Then we have another of the creatures here, which Brual and Edalus are engaged with. And then lastly, we have Halgrim, who's been staring dumbfounded to this point, along with Marathaliel. And that is the current battlefield. So, Halgrim.
Let's see.
What's he gonna do? Halgrim,
I imagine.
he lifts a finger and he points it toward this creature here. And we're going to give him a little bit more intelligence than to use Scorching Ray, which could fan out. You see a jagged bolt of lightning escape from his finger.
Well, preserving lack of intelligence would it be
Not consistent with Halgrim?
Well, he has.
He's very
He's been learning, I think.
That was fair. No, that was fair. That was fair.
He's the example of high intelligence, low wisdom.
All right, so Halgrim
He's
here.
learned, he's
You see a
not
jagged
wise.
bolt of electricity that shoots through, and as it does so, it strikes the creature. And let's make our saving throw. Yeah, okay. So almost instinctively, the creature pivots. The bolt catches it on the side, but does not catch it fully. One here. Give me a couple more D6 real quick. Okay, as the bolt strikes the creature, it lets out an insectile cry into the storm air, and it's knocked back just a bit, but still quite strong. And now we go to initiative.
All right.
DM has a 2, not going so well for my
6.
roll so far. All right, you have the initiative, and we're going to go to Edalus, who is directly engaged in combat with the creature.
I swing my black sword 3 times. First roll is 23 plus 8.
31.
1.
Nice.
Now, plus 8, you gotta be more than plus 8.
No, the roll was 8.
Oh, the roll was 8. Oh, okay, roll was 8. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, so you swing through the night. Even as the creature pivots away from the lightning bolt, your sword goes through the air on the first blow.
And then minus 5 this time. Is that right? 16. So 3 more than last time. 34.
34 is a hit.
Yes!
All right.
Okay.
And your third roll.
And then my third roll, which is minus 10. Is that right? On that one?
Well, I mean, from your
each
normal
one.
base, yeah. Uh-huh.
Base attack, 9 that time. So.
All right. Your sword bites into the creature's carapace. Ant, this thing is buzzing straight towards you. It has hunger in its eyes.
With a plus 4 weapon, does that also add to damage?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is 18.
18 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Did you only hit once?
Only hit once.
Yeah, I only hit once. All right. We go to Brual. Brual, you are also here in proximity of the creature.
Again, I'm gonna swing my hammer. That's not gonna do it. 28, 25, and 24.
Those are your totals on each roll?
Yep.
All right. Thunk, thunk. Your hammer slams against the creature, but again, its chitinous shell is difficult to penetrate. You are not able to do any damage. We go to Marthaliel.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I am going to, seeing that Brual's having a bit of a struggle hitting the creature, I'm going to hold out my hand toward it and I'm going to cast Bane on it so that it takes it's a DC 15 will save, but it would give it a -1 on attack rolls and saves against fear.
Okay, all right.
So, might help with the attack rolls, not so much.
All right, got it. All right, excellent. Now we're going to go to Azamir. We're saving Ant for last because he's in gobble range.
I'm still using my run feet, so I'll be able to get there plenty quick enough.
What, here?
Yes.
All right, so Azamir churns across the battlefield and sprints toward this giant creature, which is looking at Ant with malicious intent. And you get 1 attack from that distance with your speed. That was
5 times my speed.
yeah, but if you do a full run,
that's only about
If you
40
do-
feet. So that would technically mean it was only 7.5.
if you do like a full, like to do your full sprint, imagine like you're almost tucking, you're not engaging any sort of combat movement. So I'm giving you the benefit of your speed, so you still get an attack, but you would not get 3 attacks.
2 attacks?
Moving that distance. No, you get 1 attack. He's far enough, 40 feet in the rain across
With the run
wet terrain.
of 5 times
If
my
you didn't
normal
have that,
speed?
you would get no attack, right? So 30 feet movement is a normal movement for a round. You've just moved more than 30 feet, and you're still getting an attack based on your sprint. So that's the benefit you're getting.
You kind of did the cartoon run right at the beginning because of the mud, right?
All right, roll to hit.
Benefits. Okay. Can I propose something? What if I ran full speed and I just launched myself straight into him, spearing him from the side because he's not really looking at me.
He's
So,
not
like-
looking at you. It's still
so,
1
like-
attack. But
so, like,
you're
I
doing like
just run
a
straight
called
to-
shot
Yeah.
to do what? What are you trying to do?
Because like more power.
Like a
behind
bull
it.
rush. You're trying to do like a bull rush, called shot. All right.
5 times. I'm basically like light speed.
You're going, okay, all right. So
Light speed. It is basically that.
Estimated to be approximately light speed.
approximately, give or take a bit of the speed of light. Yeah. no.
Maybe 97% of the speed.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
This is gonna suck.
What happens if you miss running at the speed of light?
Well, you go around the earth at least 7 times. You might end up in the same spot. I don't know.
He finds himself actually back there.
Ludicrous speed. That's right, Phantom.
That's an 18.
18 on the die.
All right.
With Flint
So
speed.
plus 29 is
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Roll damage.
Yes.
okay.
can't believe that worked.
Oh. It's 33.
All right.
Maybe
Ant.
knock him over or something.
All right. So this is all simultaneous action. We're going to get to you in a second. Ant, you see this gigantic insectile monster. It's 12 feet tall, wings buzzing. It kind of moves across the ground, both with its rear legs and tail sort of scrabbling on the ground as its wings propel it. Its gaping maw opens right at eye level with you. What do you do?
So, with my dagger, can I move fast in the... Like, can I get a quick, strong jump because of my dagger letting
Absolutely,
me move fast?
yeah. So everybody can see, if you can't see on the camera here, this is Ant atop this tree. So he's kind of blending there, but he's the halfling of the party atop a tree. Yeah, so is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm diving into his mouth, dagger first, diving.
Oh
All right.
Shot.
He ends up in his stomach. He gets a sword through the chest from me.
I'm
So as you're
gonna punch through the back of his, gonna just pop out the back of his neck. You know.
What, is that all? That's all you want to do? You just want to pop out the back of his neck with one attack? Yeah. All right. So it is in fact the dirk of imprudent, not prudent haste. You see, Ant leaps. Azimir, you're almost disbelieving as you're sprinting toward the creature. You have your blade out. As you slam into it, you catch from the corner of your eye the sight of the Hobbit leaping directly into
Slow-mo lightning behind the scenes.
the creature's mouth. Go ahead and roll d20 for me, please.
Oh my gosh. Natural 20, please.
11.
All right, and add your melee attack bonus.
Like -4.
What about acrobatics
creature
and
burps.
stuff? Does that come into play?
No, so you don't really. It's not a particularly acrobatic move. I'm giving you a full actual opportunity to hit. So
So in this case, it's
11
good
with
because
your
it'll miss the
bonus.
mouth, then it'll bounce off the side.
no, it's there's different things that could happen. This is a very risky thing he's done
Yes.
here.
So just the base attack bonus?
Base
or-
attack, well, yeah, plus your blade, plus your so all your bonuses.
9 and my blade's 3, so that's,
So it's like
I mean, I think that's it,
24,
12.
20, so 11 to 24. All right.
Bob
Is
emerges
it
from the
armored
beast.
on the inside of the...
As
Slide down like this as you
Ant leaps
get
forward,
swallowed.
you see the jaws of the creature snap shut right on his body. His legs are dangling out of the mouth as it bites down on him.
Oh no.
Ant, you take...
This should be good.
700 points.
All right.
Are you alive?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
You take 38 points of damage. You feel teeth bite through your back and stomach. Now you are technically successful in that you're in its mouth. So you have your dagger. You smell the fetid stench. This serpentine tongue laps around your neck, even as the teeth bite down on your back and your stomach. You see all of this happening as you slam into the creature. You do buffet it to the side because it's kind of floating along the ground. Your girth and strength is enough to shift it slightly as you knock it in that direction. Hallgrim. Is anyone but Hallgrim not gone this
Was
round?
there extra damage done on the attack?
From your bull rush, yes. So has anyone? No one but Hallgrim is gone, right? All right. So Hallgrim, let's see here. 1 to 3, 4 to 6. He hears the commotion and pivots, closes about 5 feet, and lifts his hand, throwing fire toward the creature.
Yes.
Your last moments, your legs are on fire.
Well, it would be, in character.
It would
How
be
many times has
completely
Ant been
in
set on
character.
fire by
Halgrim says
Hallgrim?
goodbye.
Completely in character, without question. And let me see
So many
here.
times Ant has been set on fire.
As the flame bursts out from his hand, the creature is still pivoting. It strikes part of the tree and part of the creature. So the tree begins to catch fire. As it ignites, you feel the same thing burning against your legs.
Roasted hobbit.
As your legs
I'm already
churn.
unconscious, so I don't think it's
Are
bothering
you already unconscious?
Yeah.
Are you really already that quickly? 38 puts you unconscious? Okay. And so that's half damage as the creature moves. You take 7 points of damage.
We were completely healed before we went
Yeah,
out.
everyone was healed, but I don't, that might still put you out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had
What's
like
your total hit point value?
34.
34? All right, yeah. All right, so
Alright.
so you take...
I've been rolling bad every time we roll for hit
Really, your
points, so
hit
I've
points have
just
been
got
bad
nothing.
every
Yeah.
single time?
And what's your
I
level?
think I had one time that was a decent roll. Every other
Are you
one was
level
just
10?
like I got 2
I think
points or
DM
less.
discretion should be in order for a level.
Well,
I mean,
you dove into his mouth, so
Yeah, you don't...
if you really want to start talking about discretion, I think we're screwed.
He dove into the creature's mouth.
I mean, for amount of hit points, a level 11 character.
Wait, do we have advantages or fate chips or anything like that?
Well, so there
I
can
have
be...
two
You have 2 advantages.
from last time.
And I don't know if anybody still has fate chips. I think the fate chips were used atop the Tower of
To
Ministerium.
save other
Yeah.
people, yeah.
Oh, I did use my last one.
Yeah, I think you use yours atop the
I
Tower of
wouldn't be
Ministerium.
alive. I wouldn't be
Another one
standing
for
here
a
today.
98 Crit.
What's that?
What about another one for a 98 crit / 360?
No, because I'm sick of you killing my creatures with these one-shot crits. I'm kidding. All right, so you take an additional 7 points of damage. Well, no, it's half damage, and it's only getting half of you. So we're going to call it 4 points of damage because it's just getting your legs.
did the
You're
feast-
shielded from the mouth.
Did the feast do anything
as it
to
strikes you.
Right, I forgot.
Feast.
Hero's Feast gave you 10 temporary hit points on top of your max hit
So
points.
now you can.
Now you're being I forgot about
What have you done?
Now you feel the pain. So you had 10. So you were down.
Oh
so
my
34.
God.
So you were down -4. Then you went up to a positive 6, and now you've taken 4 more points of damage. You feel your feet and legs burning as you're
No, it
churning
is
in
raining,
this creature's
though.
mouth.
It is raining.
It is raining. It is. That's like actually going to bring my rain back. It is raining. So technically, you do have that going for you.
But everybody should have 10.
But the creature pivots on Azamir.
I forget what all the. Hold on. I need to remember what all the benefits of Hero's Feast are, so we actually.
Tom Bombadil skips into view, sees what's happening, and skips away.
I am so sad, by the way. My Tom Bombadil impression is forever lost. I did
I
not
know.
save that video.
Oh, man, that was amazing.
I biffed
That
it.
is-
I mean, well, I don't know it was amazing, but it was fun, and I didn't even want to do him. He's my least favorite Lord of the Rings character, and I enjoyed doing it, and then I forgot to save
That's
the video
amazing.
to YouTube,
Was a
so
good one.
that sucks. You're too kind, but yeah, no, that sucks. I lost him. All right, so the creature attacks Azamir. Azamir. The mouth is currently engaged, so you're not in danger from that. Its mouth is occupied otherwise.
Hero's Feast.
Wait, it didn't already attack Anthus round?
No, it was an attack of opportunity as he
Yeah, he
leapt
jumped
into its
into his
mouth.
mouth.
Like that
Who's
was
he
just sort of an
attacking
instinctive. These claws that you see here on either side, they swipe down on you.
Was it not balance?
The first one, you're awesome. The first one you duck out of the way. The second one, that hits. A talon
No disadvantage.
rakes down. You just stop and listen to me.
Half orc running at you with the speed
yeah, but
of
it-
light with
well, okay, the speed-
26 strength.
Okay, the speed of light
everybody
is
should
not
have
actually
had
a
a +1 on
thing.
their attack rolls, by the way, from Hero's
That's
Feast.
right.
So just remember that. For
Everyone has a
Heroes.
+1. I have that written down.
And on your will saves, and then a +4 on your saving throws against poison and fear
You take
effects.
27 points of damage as the claw strikes you, rakes through your armor.
Due to lack
Just
of
remember
strength,
that.
No,
more balance.
you take 27. All right, this one now attacks. Let's see, 1 to 3, 4 to 6.
And it has a -1.
It attacks
I made
Brual
it.
at a -1. And Brual, remind me of your armor class.
25.
That's what I thought it was. That is a hit. That is a miss. As the creature dives at you through the rain, the first blow scrapes along your armor. The second one penetrates right underneath the shoulder pauldron. And you take, only 8 points of damage. Not bad. So it strikes you.
Just a scratch, my friend.
And we go to initiative. And this is an important one for Ant.
No.
For some pretty obvious reasons here.
And none of the
Maybe
The
he
DM
tastes
has a
disgusting.
4.
Maybe he tastes
Go
disgusting.
DM.
No.
Oh,
No.
right.
Oh.
All right, so Ant, I'm going to give you sort of a hero's opportunity here. Is there anything you'd like to tell me that you're doing as you're twisting around in this creature's mouth, which you have willingly dived into?
Grab his uvula and slice it off. Drink his
My
blood.
He
tonsillectomy,
is
right?
conscious now, correct? You are conscious.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
got
still
like 2
conscious.
points.
Okay.
Like 2 points in burning.
Okay.
2 points in burning
To
feet.
your dragon friend, do something.
Oh, right.
Well,
Because you have the
So-
Dirk of Imprudent Haste still affixed to your hand, which, by the way, in the next round will start causing damage to you, you have supernatural speed. So I'm giving you that supernatural speed opportunity
Okay.
here.
Pop out all of its teeth.
Not that fast, no.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just try to.
How do you feel like going out?
yeah,
I give you the opportunity to choose how you die. Tell me what it looks like, right?
I'm just gonna stab him as many times as I can, I guess. You know. Whatever.
All right, so you just start stabbing?
Maybe he'll
All right,
drop
I'm going to give you an attack of opportunity then, based on this. You are in its mouth. Your feet and buttocks have been burned. I mean, it's not like you have to really. So the only thing you're rolling is to see the nature of the damage that you do. Obviously, your insight, you're going to hit no matter what you do with that dagger. So I'm going to let you go ahead and roll.
D6, I guess.
No, it's roll the. You're rolling the D20 to see the
See if you
sort of
crit.
the.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
if you got a chance for a
it's
crit.
14.
All right, and one more.
7.
All right, so you have 2 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on both. And
That is a 6, right?
yep.
Okay, so 1 and 5.
All right, so a total of.
And then added, do you have any bonuses?
Yeah, then you add that. No, there's no strength bonus, right?
But
But your
does his
dagger,
weapon
yeah,
have
the
any
dirk
bonus?
has a bonus.
Remember how Smog had that little chink in his armor that the arrow went through?
Yeah, All right, so
I mean,
Yeah, I remember.
I remember that. Yeah, doesn't exist here, but
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, yeah. you are in its mouth. All right, so
when no hobbit, well, actually, a halfling was just there. Does he see the entrails of the previous halfling?
oh yeah, actually he does. Yes.
Oh, no!
Yeah, like he hadn't quite fully swallowed your little friend.
expression
So
left on his
yeah, I
face.
actually.
This is a horror show.
I might have accidentally stabbed him
Okay, so-
on my way in.
Here, we're going to use the old D20, and I'm sorry, this is the fate of Ant here. So this D20 is going to be used to determine whether the damage that he did, which was, if I have the dirk, just over 10 points of damage, stabbing in its mouth, is sufficient for the creature to spit him out or to bite down. So rather than just DM discretion, I'm going to roll this D20. A 1 to 10, the creature is going to spit him out. An 11 to 20, the creature is going to bite down. The likelihood that that bite damage would be less than the, 12, I think, 14 hit points he has remaining is pretty low. It could be, but there's a good chance Ant dies on this roll. So here we go. 1 to 10, it spits him out. It is a 15. It bites down. And as it bites down, I'm rolling 2d10 of damage.
Roll low, please roll
All right,
low.
and
Two.
So, and by the way, you don't count these as 10s. These are one. They're both
Yeah.
ones, right? But you have a 3 and a 9. That's 12 points of damage.
He's still alive.
You feel it bite down into your entrails. I think you're at -8. Am I right?
Will, I thought I had.
But you had 4 hit points. Was that wrong?
So I had 34 total plus 10 for
44.
44
Yeah.
minus 28 from the crunch minus 4 from the burning.
6. Right. So 20
So
would be
that's
32. So you had 2.
So I had 2 points left.
2. So then, and I just said you
puts me
took
at
12,
So is that-
put you at -10. You see Ant's body goes limp as the creature bites down on him.
All right.
We now go to the normal attacks. So it turns on Azamir with Ant's legs dangling out of his mouth.
I just realized. All right.
You just realize what? That missed.
Do you know my armor
You're dead.
class?
Yeah, 28
Yeah.
is what I have for you
Add
for.
-9. You're dead.
I'm negative 10.
Minus
So-
10.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, no, it's his,
Because his
his constitution is a negative 1, so he's at a 9.
Oh, that's right. Yes, his constitution. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just rolled
That's like perfectly exactly
double
dead.
ones.
It was
Only-
right on the
It's
exact
precision.
point.
It's precise.
My luck is
No
just
more,
amazing.
no less.
I just literally rolled double ones on this attack.
Apparently, it was like
savoring its
the
meal.
hangover from
Yeah,
my attack last
It's
round.
it's enjoying the two hobbits. It's
Yeah,
just
like
eating
the two
so
perfectly
much.
savory
No, it was
morsel
the light
hobbits.
speed attack, guys.
And what? I'm gonna go my fumble tables
diamonds
here,
now.
pulling up my old school fumble tables and rolling those same percentile dice. I just rolled on the fumble.
Reincarnates the dead that he just consumed.
As you see the creature spins towards you, it does try to open its maw to take another bite. You see the limp body of Amp slide down, and the dirk of Imprudent Haste slices along the creature's throat as he slides down the throat. It's choking and
stab him.
staggering back under Ant's body. We'll come to you in a second. This one attacks
-1.
at -1, Brual. That is a hit. That is a miss. Brual, one blow strikes you, giving you 13 points of damage as it bites through your armor and pivots. We now go to Edalus.
Obliviously, I take another 3 swings at this guy. That is 33. Oh wait, no, we have a +1 now.
+1.
Yes.
That just
24.
hits. That just hits.
So can I call Vital Strike?
You can.
But I won't. 4. I rolled a 4. That's it. And then a 6. So only 1.
All right. Roll damage.
And a 6 plus 10, 14, 20.
20 points of damage.
Yep.
All right, it looks badly wounded. You see its wings begin to falter. It lands on the ground and kind of staggers back. Marthalio.
Okay, when Holgrim moved away last time, she would have immediately followed, like, her eyes would have turned away. Did she see Ant fall out of this creature's mouth?
So as she turns, no, you don't see Ant fall out of the creature's mouth. You see Ant fall into its gullet. He fell down its throat.
Oh,
So the
never mind.
dagger was
Right.
scraping along the gullet. That was
Okay.
the fumble. The fumble was that his
Gotcha.
dagger was still doing damage as it
All
scraped
right.
down the gullet.
Seeing him disappear, she horrified, but she feels like she can't do anything at right this second. So she's just going to spin back around. Is she in? Like, is everyone within a 30-foot radius of me-ish?
This one.
I'm just
You'd have to move.
allies.
Oh, allies. No. Azimir is just out of
Is
that.
there
Everybody
anywhere I
else is.
could be to get him in my?
No,
Okay,
no, because
that's
you'd
fine.
have to be like here or here. So you can be
Okay.
here.
So I'm going to use one of my channel energy spells, or uses of positive channel energy, and heal everyone that needs healing within that 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Okay, that's 6.
The healing
12,
power of Marthaliel gives
16, 19, 21, 22, 24 points of healing to anybody who needs it.
24 points of healing to everyone that was damaged. All right, we go back to Azimir.
Okay, I'm going to attack. Has another natural 20.
No way.
Yeah.
Can you please confirm?
Yes, it's definitely.
Are you
20.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, what are you doing? You have loaded dice.
That's a 35 to confirm.
You got skip?
So
Uh-oh.
that is a confirmed critical.
That is a confirmed critical.
Okay.
Yes,
Go
it
ahead
is.
and roll the.
Go ahead and roll the
I took
percentile
one turn to
dice on
close,
that.
and you took a turn to close.
So
it.
Azimir here engaging the creature
And then,
rolls his second critical of the day.
Well, if he-
You've attacked 3 times.
On the crit,
No,
17.
I did.
All right, now roll damage.
Took a whole turn getting to it.
Roll damage.
Right, okay.
Okay. I roll my other 2 attacks.
Was it just this round?
That is another
get a
critical.
turn this round. You're still on.
I'm wondering. That's what I'm.
It was.
And
Saw it.
confirm. And then my last attack is another natural 20.
Yes, it
Are
is.
you? I just.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
watching the die. I'm watching this.
It is.
I'm literally watching. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh man,
That one's not a
That one is not confirmed.
But he did
Resurrect.
confirm.
Yes, it's
So roll your other critical that you confirmed.
That's so annoying.
'Cause
You
your
do a
second one-
transplant
That's gotta
of
be a
Ant's
feature.
brain
Come on,
in
big one.
his brain, and now Ant
97.
Yeah. For the
That
second
would
one.
be
97
I
on.
just did a
Can I
98
please
and a
role play
97.
that?
97 on the slash.
That was his second.
All right, so I'll
He's
read to you
gonna
what the actual slash scores. But it says here, you sever the lower leg. 20 hits per round, drops and lapse into unconsciousness. But with all the damage that you've done, including lapsing into unconsciousness, you strike a blow as the creature is hovering above the ground to the bottom part of its body. I want you to tell me what it looks like.
Woo! So I critted on the first one. Too,
Uh-huh.
so, okay.
Yeah, that was a minor crit, just extra damage.
Okay. Wait, so I cut off half its lower body?
You tell me, like it's a strike
Oh.
to the lower body. It's what you want it to be.
Okay. So I take my blade and I strike once directly in the middle. Then I take it across, I slice it, and cut straight through to this side, leaving just a hair or a little sinew holding it together. And then with my last blow, I come to the other side and I hit it off, like just tap it off, and then it just slides off.
All right.
Does
So,
Ant pull out of the gateway?
don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me.
we need closure.
The creature, slams to the ground. You see bile and entrails slide out the bottom. Thank you, Camelise. Bile and entrails slide out the bottom. Icor, you see the bitten, in twain body of the little halfling that you had rescued, and you also see Ant's corpse slide out of the bottom of the creature. We still have one more part of battle to be resolved. Brual.
Is that a fate chip yet?
Yes, that you get a fate chip, minor fate chip for that. Absolutely. Even though I'm actually angry with you, want to punish you for that, but yeah.
All right.
For the DM, thank you very much. Hey, Thunder Bay. Yes, his friend was just eaten.
That's not enough. It has 200 now.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I know. I wasn't taking advantage of it. I just appreciating the cheer for the DM. Is that? All right. So, Brual, attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing my hammer again and hope that I can hit something.
Please.
31.
+1?
31.
Oh.
Nope.
You
No.
need his die.
That was the same roll every
Same
time.
exact roll every
The
time.
same exact roll every
11,
time.
11, 11.
You know, if those had been 20s, that would have been amazing.
Die.
All right, Brual. The creature is evading you, kind of spinning in the air. Its wings still semi-functional as it hovers away. I think everybody went that round, right? So it is initiative.
And it's my turn to roll initiative. So.
It is your turn to roll initiative. DM has a 4.
Come on, bigger than a 4. 5!
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, since you rolled
If
initiative,
anybody
we're gonna
can hear
let you
me,
go first.
the game master made me kill myself. He told me I had to before we started the game. It's horrible. I'm really sad.
You do. You see
just borderline
Ant's
abuse.
corpse fall out of the bottom of the
Can I
creature.
go that way? Toward him.
All right, yeah, you sprint.
I don't even know what he said, but it's funny.
That movement. What's that? What I vote?
Can I
Someone
do
in the
anything?
chat, please.
Since I do have technically 3 attacks, can I do anything?
No, like you sprint. You sprint close enough. I'll let you get all the way there. Yes, you get to his body. I mean, you see. I mean, his entrails are pouring out. His hands are limp.
But can I do anything?
What do you want to try to do?
I want to try to cast Breath of Life on him.
All right, and remind me what Breath of Life does.
It restores life to recently slain creatures within 1 round. It's been
Read that again one more time.
hold on. Okay, so the spell cures 5d8 points of damage plus 1 point per caster level, maximum plus 25. Unlike other spells that heal damage, Breath of Life can bring recently slain creatures back to life. If cast upon a creature that has died within 1 round, apply the healing from this spell to the creature. If the heal creature's hit point is total is at a negative amount less than the Constitution score, comes back to life and stabilizes at its new hit point total.
You dare defy the will of Illuminator?
I was hoping for the timing of that as I was sliding out, so I could do like the Princess Bride coming out of the pit in the.
You are laying slime covered limp on the ground. All right, so here's the deal. Technically, the distance you moved, it would have been the next round. All right, you would not have had time to run that distance and cast that spell, which would have made it the second round. But again, being the merciful DM I am, but still allowing the die to rule, I'm going to give you the same opportunity. You're going to roll a d20.
Okay.
On a 1 to 10, you are able to reach him in time to get your, because like a round is arbitrary, right? 6 seconds.
Wouldn't we rather want to roll high?
Well, yeah, it's up to you. Like you can choose high or low, but like 6 seconds is a bit random. You're like one round, so you're rushing there through the rain, sprinting. You slide up to his corpse. You see Azimir pulling his blade out of the creature. This green blood,
like slow mo effect.
Yeah, it's all simultaneous action, right? So you're laying your hand. You're casting the spell. Whether or not Ant's soul is still in that body and able to be retrieved is dependent on this roll.
Okay, so I have 2 advantages from last time, so I'm going to use one of my advantages on this roll. Can I do that?
I will allow that. Yes, you can use an advantage. And we're going to pull the lights up here for this roll. I want it up here on the table.
Does she die?
No, if she fumbles, she sends his soul to the nether regions, where he's tortured eternally.
As she's reaching and touching him, she's just going to cry out to Estek.
He's only mostly dead. No, he is completely dead. So up here, roll up here on the table.
She's doing a prayer.
And it's high. It's 11 to 20s.
1 to 10 is she saves him.
Okay, 1 to 10. She wants the low. She's counting on the dice to be low.
And she's speaking in Elvish.
For
and
all
saying,
of our viewers to
My
watch.
lady, please.
The fate of Ant. We could call this episode The Fate of Ant, and it is what it is.
4!
The first celebration of a 4 I've ever heard on a D20.
4 of these creatures appear.
And then we all just crawl into their mouths.
You get your hands. You almost felt like Ant's spirit wanted the departed body, and yet somehow you snatch it back.
I 5d8 plus my cleric level, right? Is that what it was?
That's right. The healing power of Marathalio.
This is a good roll.
24, 30, 35 plus 13 is...
You are fully healed.
You'll be back to 1 hit point. So look. Here's. Let me describe this to Ant. You were headed.
This is his new hit point total. Like this is his maximum hit points that I just rolled. So it's what his new max would be once he's healed up. According to the spell,
you changes his permanent.
Because of this spell, that is the.
My plan paid off. All right, we're going to talk about that on the break.
This game is broken.
We're going to talk about that on the break. I don't know if I'm allowing.
Creature's hit point total is at a negative amount. That's its Constitution score. It comes back to life and stabilizes at its new hit point total
for that period, like during the spell's duration. It doesn't permanently increase the.
No.
Gain a temporary.
It's not going to permanently increase his hit point. And so what I'm saying is, you're right. But what I'm saying is, it's a special DM adjudication.
Yes.
He was dead. He was dead.
The will of Illuminator.
He should have been dead.
The will of Illuminator.
I gave you the benefit of allowing that, which you made the roll. Okay, so I don't know what the halvling. Let me come back to.
And that expended one of the diamonds.
The diamonds that you had. Yes. Okay. All right. So I don't know what the halvling equivalent is to the halls of Valhalla, but you were there. You were walking toward all of the great Bagginses and Tooks of legend, and suddenly you feel yourself pulled back into your body. You awaken. Coughing, spitting up blood, completely disoriented with Marathalio looking at you feverishly.
And as his eyes open, she's going to look down at him and say, "It's not time to give up yet, friend. We need you here."
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm kidding. I'll try to do a little better. You're like, seriously? After all that, and you're just gonna be like, okay.
Okay, no roleplay, advantages there. No, it doesn't.
No bonus XP.
No bonus XP, no roleplay. All right, so let's come back over here, and we come back.
Was that a minor fate chip point? Changed his fate literally.
Yeah, she got the fate of actually bringing this guy back who should have
Is
been
that
dead.
a bonus? Is that a
He let me use the advantage.
Is that a fate chip?
Yeah. All right,
No, I
let's
get
come
an
back to
advantage.
Brual. Brual,
Good
your
enough.
attack.
Thank you, Esther.
Nope.
It's a beer garden.
Not
Yes.
again.
So,
17.
Phantom
Hey, there you
NJ
go.
and Thunder Bay have told us what they think the
27.
Hall of Valhalla looks like for a hobbit. It's an endless beer garden with infinite potatoes.
Oh, that's perfect.
All right, so what are the rolls?
All 3 misses.
Wow, the frustration of Brual continues. He actually hammers the rock. He's momentarily disoriented by the storm, and he's hammering against the
I have
rock.
lots of them.
And on top of 11Z's, 1130Z's.
That's right, 1130Zs.
1130.
All right, we go to Edless.
Laughing, I swing as well. 13.
+1, plus whatever.
Oh, right, sorry.
A buffet.
That's 35.
That is a hit.
+1.
34. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, because it's a -5 on the second one, so that was a miss.
Okay.
And 3, so that was definitely a
So the
miss.
first one hit.
All right.
The first one
What's your
hits.
damage on the hit?
Damage is, I rolled a 1, so, but however, that is still 10, 15.
All right. You slam your blade in. You see the bones and the lightning.
I'm not looking at it because I was laughing at the dwarf, and that's why I missed 2 of them. And I'm stabbing.
And yet,
blindly.
even as you laugh at the dwarf, you slip your blade through the chest plate of the chitinous carapace, and the creature falls to the ground, bleeding green blood into the soil, leaving now nothing but the sound of rain and the storm that rages.
Believe me, friend, in my experience, your luck will turn. This means only great things are to come. Let's check on our comrades. And we don't know anything, right? Like,
No,
there's
you guys
literally
didn't
no
see. You guys didn't see
indication.
anything. So
Okay.
you come walking around. You see Halgrim running over as you come around the corner.
I stay there.
Oh, Brul, you stay here, right? Brul, I stay here. As Edalus runs around the corner, you see Halgrim. Marathaliel is bending over the body of Ant. You see Ant laying on the ground. Azimir standing over the creature, wiping his blade against his thigh as it drips with blood.
What happened?
What did you do, Ant? What?
Well, I think I had the better perspective on it than he had. I saw him jump into his mouth. Purposefully.
What kind of foolishness was that?
I think
You're welcome.
You're welcome, sir. Good. And she just kind of like, with great frustration, casts a Cure Serious Wounds on him.
Is this a touch spell? Does she smack him with it?
Smack him at the end
Yeah, it's
with a
like,
-1 first.
The most violent touch spell in the history of D&D.
Whoops. I have to re-roll that one.
Oh, is it 8?
Still an 8. Okay, so it's 12 and 20 and plus 13 is a 33 points of healing. You idiot! Woo!
it's like one of those bags after my run.
I choose to take this as a good sign. Even if we try to kill ourselves, we see what happens.
And even though she's like angry with him, she also like pulls him kind of into a hug, like crying, like, you idiot! You could have died!
Well, fantastic roleplay, and I will do a
like-
quick OOC here. As a DM, I've never really wanted to kill a player until now. I wanted this player to die. I really did. Jumping into the mouth of this creature, I felt it was apropos. But the dice must rule. It wasn't complete suicide, and his comrades aided him. So, which is, yeah.
Your
Okay.
vengeance be upon us.
I rolled 4 crits. I'm sorry, but like that,
Yeah, I know,
I've never seen that.
No, it wasn't lost on us. Yes, you did roll 4 crits in 3 rounds. It was incredible.
Fate is swirling around us. Expect to see more of this chaos.
I didn't actually want to die. I just wanted to do a cool call shot, and I knew the odds were bad, but...
Well, no. Bad odds.
Remind us of how many hit points you have.
Hey, I'm a halfling, and I feel lucky.
You were the Dirk of imprudent haste, right?
Yeah.
It was imprudent. It was highly imprudent. I should give you a fate chip for that roleplay, but I'm not. Okay, so the rain continues to come down in torrential sheets. Rivers of water are starting to flood through the ground. Ant chokes himself back to life. Hallgrim runs up. Hey, what's going on here? What happened?
Well, we nearly lost our little friend here. But, thankfully, we managed to keep him with us.
I was seeing all of my heroes before she brought me back. I think they kind of aided her in bringing me back because I could tell I was already annoying the crap out of them. They were just like, somebody send this guy back.
And this moment, like, even though she's kind of frustrated, there's a little bit of a smile at the joke.
So, perhaps we should try to find the nearest Palantir and disrupt whatever this mayhem is.
I think that would be wise, but I also think we need to find a way to see if we can get the other hobbits out of the area without... We don't want more bodies. We don't want everyone dead.
And we
here.
don't know how much time we have. If we take too much time being distracted, perhaps we lose all.
And you know the Shire better than anyone would. Do you know any areas where we can get in quietly without possibly being noticed by these monsters and help save your people?
Yes. But I don't know, really.
So what you know is that this is a lightly forested area that you're in. There are no like places to stay completely hidden. No underground caverns, no super dense forests. It's a lightly forested area, but you can maintain some cover as you head. But you're a good still day and a half journey from the heart of the Shire.
Okay. So basically, I just can act like, let's go this way, and I don't have to say anything specific.
Yeah, like you know the direction. You can point, but you can say whatever you want to, but you know this area well. You know there is nothing that's going to provide extended great cover, but there are places like you see here. It's this terrain. It's lightly forested. There's rock escarpments and areas that outgrow, so it's not like you're exposed on an open plain. But there is no place specific, and you could shoot straight as an arrow toward Hobbiton. You know exactly where the Shire is, and you know how far out you are.
Is there a particular area that the hobbits would go to hide, perhaps, when they're in danger?
Hold, please. Is there?
Well, so, I mean, you had never heard of any sort of... Hobbits never think about emergencies or places to flee. The Shire is their home.
Clearly they don't think about emergencies.
Yeah. I mean, to the best of your knowledge of Hobbit kind, they would scatter in all directions.
Okay. Emergencies? Well, there's no, but I can definitely help guide us there as safely as possible, and I promise to take better care of you in that guidance than I've been taking care of myself.
Alright. I don't want to see any more loss, like what happened to that poor man who was... I just can't stand it. There's too much death.
We must be on our guard. We have no idea if our presence is known.
Okay.
Is there anything Rock can do for us?
I can try to send him up, but he doesn't really want to go up in this storm.
Can you make him go up in the storm anyway?
I mean, I understand why he would not want to.
Who's the familiar? And who's the boss?
I cannot believe you're standing there full health right now, basically.
You see, he still looks pretty pallid. He's not feeling.
Is he still holding his dagger?
No.
Oh,
No, he's
that away. No.
he's tired of his imprudence, at least for the time being. You see, Halgrim and Rock, they argue back and forth for a few moments, and then after a time, Rock does this typical. It defies explanation. You know, these bony wings that don't seem they could hold air, and somehow he flaps them, and you see he ascends up into the rain and disappears into the cloud cover and rain. You see bolts of lightning still striking the ground all around you. He didn't like that very much.
Well, that's understandable. This is not a very friendly place right now.
I'm going. We would, I'm guessing, know the general direction of the Shire by now.
Yeah.
As we kind of, I'm guessing we're starting to head that way. I want to
take a closer look at the
at the corpse.
at the corpse.
All right. Sorry, Brule, you over here. As you're looking at the body, you study it, and you see the carapace has been cracked in several places, sliced from the blows. What in particular are you looking for?
Just seeing if there's anything I could learn, I guess, tactically against these things.
Sure.
'Cause it baffled me apparently.
Sure. Yeah.
Hit it.
No. So you look at it, you don't see any obvious weak areas. It did have some open spots around the head that are more fleshy rather than chitinous, but nothing else. Of course, the wings appear vulnerable as you're looking at it more closely. Nothing of value on the creature, and as you look at it more than anything else, it brings a sense of alien strangeness to it, which would be for any, but especially for you, having just recently emerged from the Second Age. You occasionally find your mind baffled with the things that you're beholding and the things that are encountering this party, and this creature is almost a personification of that alien strangeness that you're seeing.
Before I walk away, I smash its head with my hammer.
It snaps and crackles, crushes underneath your hammer. You see Brule comes walking back, wiping blood from his hammer. Anyone else doing anything before you move on, or?
I'm going to look around and see how everybody looks. Does everyone look injured? Healed at all?
I actually have a tiny little cut right here.
So you're mostly fine. What about everyone else? How are y'all looking?
I look quite fine, just angry.
Okay.
I'm feeling great, thanks to my favorite elf.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure that we were all in.
How many elves do you know?
At least one, but I mean, like minimum of one.
Technically two. We met Queen Olwen in Minas Tirith.
And she's my favorite, by far.
Alright.
As you're talking, you see Rock comes strafing back down out of the clouds like an arrow shot from a bow. So quickly, Halgrim kind of cringes away as Rock slams onto his shoulder. There's a moment as Halgrim is knocked back. There's some sort of exchange between he and Rock. When he finally gathers himself, he looks up. He said the sky above is black with its wings. The sky has fled before it, and he is here with me so we can die together. The rain intensifies.
I'm sorry, Holgrim, you said wings?
Wings! He said wings that covered the sky!
Call the dragon. Golden dragon.
With blackness! The thunder begins to crash. Lightning kicks up all around you, much more brightly, darkening the sky all around.
Do you think that she would come to our aid?
Didn't she say call out the name?
And do you think the dragon would come to us and aid us in this time?
As you're talking,
I hope
you
so.
hear the sound of wings, and suddenly the sky is darkened even more. You see emerging, it's impossible to imagine. It is something larger than you have ever seen. It is mountainous in its size. As it descends through the clouds, it is a dragon, and yet not just a dragon. It is a dragon which eradicates the sky itself. It dominates everything in your sight as it lands. And I'm going to kill the effects here for a second. And I'm going to kill the sound because we're about to take a break. And I'm going to give the team here and our audience a chance to really fully understand what is in front of you. So,
Should have saved those grits.
the best way I can describe this, let me speak of that and put that right there so it's not right on it. The best way I can describe what's in front of you right now is to bring something else up on the screen. And let me pull full light here because we're going to go to break. I'm going to give you guys a chance to kind of think about what's about to happen here and how you want to handle it. But what would be the most well-known dragon of Middle-earth? Smaug, right? Smaug. All right. So, you don't know this except, Turin, you feel this instinctively as you see this monstrosity emerge from the clouds. Something which is as almost the size of a mountain itself. Like the size of this mini, as much as this mini dwarfs yours, it doesn't begin to describe the scale of this creature. It's massive. You recognize it as Ancalagon, the Black, slain servant of Melkor and Morgoth, except now it is bony. It is some sort of undead version of Ancalagon, black bones spiked with white tips, eyes that glow red, and actually a third, what looks like an eye that glows bright white in the center of its forehead. And this will give you the best sense of scale. I'm pulling up here, and let me share it with our... So, these are the dragons of Middle-earth in history. So, this is Smaug, and the size of a dragon like Smaug. This is Glowring, which you would be intimately familiar with. This was actually slain by the blade you hold. This is Ancalagon, the Black. Now, not fleshed out in this way, bony and necrotic, some sort of Draco-lich creature that has emerged from the clouds with lightning arcing across its wings. It thuds to the ground as it descends. You see the earth is split and rent around it. Trees scatter and are burst in its wake. And a horrible roar lets out from the creature's mouth as it lands. And it unleashes this incredible sound across. Even the sound of its roar, the trees burst away from it and break underneath its sound. See, bad karma. Should have let Anne stay dead. And when we come back, we are going to roll for initiative.
It says its wingspan is 5 miles across.
It is beyond. Like I can't explain. If the mini were big enough, it would cover the room.
Smaug is fun size.
Smaug is fun size. Smaug is indeed fun size. Okay, so before we go to break. We're going to do a giveaway to my players. All of my players, we often do giveaways to fans, which we will have one tomorrow as well, by the way. But all my players now are going to get these super cool new blue box stickers. They can fit on the back of a phone. They can fit
on a
PC. They can fit on a backpack.
Nice.
There you go. All of my players get one of these cool blue box stickers. They can fit on a forehead if you like. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. When we come back from break, we will resume What is, I don't know where this is going. This is absolutely intended to be, this is Dagor Dagarath approaching. This is the lieutenant of Melkor, or Morgoth, called the Dark Lord of the Earth. And it has split the skies and landed. Hey, Manny Danger, thank you very much. And before we go to break, we have one quick question for you. If you're following today and you're kind of enjoying what you're seeing and like the party, want to see them maybe live, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Give us a follow, please, or sub. And I'm loving the messages I'm getting right now. And we're going to be back in just 5 minutes. So stay tuned. Blue box coming right. Oh, thank you for the follow, Manny Danger. And we're sitting at around 20. Which, by the way, we never really stream on Saturdays. So our normal viewers are on Sundays and Tuesdays. So we don't expect like big crowds on Saturdays. We're just grateful for what we have. It's a good crowd that's joined us. If we finish the stream up in the kind of the mid 20s, I will do a t-shirt giveaway at the end of the stream today. And by the way, we only have about an hour left, could be less depending on what happens. We have about an hour left on the stream today, and if we hit around 25 viewers by the end of the stream, we'll do a t-shirt giveaway. So tell your friends, and Blue Box will be back in 5 minutes.
And the story will be over in 5 minutes.
No, at least 10. At least 10.
Oh,
6
jump
minutes.
into his mouth at once. I think you're on the right track. It couldn't possibly end up worse than it did.
I still can't believe he did that. I still can't believe it.
And he survived.
Oh.
And
No, he didn't. He died.
He
I wanted to do
died.
something amazing, and I died and came back to life.
He was just jealous of us that we had died and come back, so that's not
He
fair.
was rescued from the brink by Marthaliel.
That was awesome. That was so awesome. I can't believe that.
Thank you for giving me all
I
those
forgot you
diamonds,
had
by
that
the way.
spell.
Yes.
I forgot you had that spell.
Paid it forward. I paid it
He gave
forward.
me the whole bag of diamonds,
So our mics stay live. If anybody wants to chat with fans during the break, you can. And we'll be back in just 5 minutes. Oh, we're already up to 24 viewers. It looks like I'm giving away a t-shirt at the end of the game today, too.
Nice.
And we'll give you your choice
I'm
of
so
color. We can do blue, white, purple, black. Thank you so much.
Oh, the last dragon we faced, we didn't have to fight. We just talked our way out of it.
Yeah, does this one have an egg somewhere? I'm gonna try to find its egg.
I don't think it does.
we use it last time?
What?
We got a full heal from Lurkinstein last. And
Did we get one of the really big things where you can choose to... I
have a note here. I have a note here on it, so I don't know.
Okay, that's totally possible.
I just don't recall if we used it.
We
to
didn't
save.
use it.
Okay.
Needed to be hobbit-sized.
No. Because the only thing that got used last time was the Holgrim's major fate chip.
Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging with us through the break. We're going to be back live here in just a second.
Yeah, to save these two. So we definitely didn't use that. That's the thing that restores all abilities and all hit points that he gave us. I forgot about that, but yes. I think it's.
I don't think we'll need it.
I think it's only to one person though. So if we choose to use it, we must use it wisely.
All right. And we're back. We're still waiting for one of our players to come down, but thanks so much, everybody, for being with us today. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves started here in a second. We may go ahead and open up a t-shirt giveaway, as I said. And if we do that, you could be the first one ever to win one of these Blue Box stickers in addition to a Blue Box t-shirt based on how we do here at the end of our stream. So I'm going to take a few questions from the party as we're waiting for Azimir to come back down. Anything from scale, size, conditions.
How painful will our deaths be?
No, they'll be quick. Quick. Nope, not painful at all.
What would Turin theoretically be aware of about Dulgardoth?
Very little other than the return of Melkor and Morgoth. You know, it was a legend. You know, even some of it was developed after his death. And Calagon, he has heard of rumors, and of course he has great pride in the fact that he slew Glowering.
And would Monothaliel actually have heard stories about this as well through just her studies and things?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this is legendary in Middle-earth. All right, any other questions?
How sensitive is his scales and skin, his surface? Like, say, what if I wanted to sneak up from his tail and run all the way up? You know, like, would he just instantly feel that, or?
Well, so you'd have no way of knowing, but I'll just give you, sort of common sense. As you're looking at him, he's boned. He's an undead dragon now. So he was killed, and he has been brought back somehow by some power. So it's literally bone along his tail. So for one with a dirk of imprudent haste, who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
But also, I wonder how a dirk will go through bone and hurt it.
When he landed, did it look like he landed as if he were drawn to a particular spot and we are in any way the focus of the attention?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like an arrow, like shot through the clouds, landed, thundered onto the ground, eyes directly trained on you.
That's promising.
Is it?
So those red stones with whatever weird sacrifice thing was happening was somewhere not very far away?
Yeah, they told you it was in Hobbiton. It was right in the heart of the Shire.
Also, I just realized earlier that I still had improved initiative on this. Should I replace that feat since we don't use that?
Or I'll allow you to add 1 when you roll your D6 party initiative.
I'll replace that feat.
Okay, all right. Then we're going to resume. Thunder Bay said he recommends that you hide your sword, has bad blood and all that. Might be a... All right, so let me pull back up and kill the ambient music. And we are ready for initiative. As the dragon lands, not even at you, just sort of in a display of rage, it opens its maw and it spreads fire all around, lighting trees and catching the forest afire.
Which tree specifically? Now is that one on fire?
That one, yes, that one, and that one, and oh yeah, that one too, and probably that one.
So I won initiative last time. Should I roll again for this
Yes,
one?
you.
Okay.
So since you won, you're going to roll again, And hang on here, sorry. So let me pull this.
That's a great
Even our dice rolls are intimidated.
That was a great start.
All right, and what was
it
your
was
roll?
a 6.
2.
We're team.
2. Okay, let me kill this just down a little bit. All right, and as the fire burns all around, the sky turns red with the flames. And Caligon the Black pivots its eyes toward our humble party.
Okay.
And you rolled a 2?
I rolled the 2.
All right, and DM oops. I won't count that, whatever it was. And or wherever it went. All right, we'll do another one. No one.
Really?
So you see it coming as it descends from the
Confirmed
clouds.
crit. Oh, that would be amazing.
You see it descend from the clouds, this monstrous creature. Let's go to Ant. You see Ant. So tell me, like, are you going to stand there? I know what you're doing because you've told me already, but like, are you going to stay there? Are you going to move? Or
I'm going to do my best to try to stay out of sight and not catch attention.
all right. So as it
while I
comes
try to
down,
make my way.
you want to sprint. Like this is the best
Yeah,
cover
okay.
over here.
Yeah.
All right. So you sprint behind the tree on that side. I painted it. Well, Mom and I painted it together and assembled it and everything. All right. So Ant, you sprint behind that tree, and I lost my laser pointer too. But you're over here behind the tree. There it is, like behind these monsters. And then we have, so Ant there. We have Marathaliel here.
Yep.
We have Azimir here. Halgrim, Rual, Edelis.
So, should I go next?
Yes, let's have you, then Azimir.
Alright, so I like seeing the dragon like coming down out of the sky, I would have moved back a little bit so that I can make sure that I'm kind of towards the back of the pack. So but within healing range of anybody.
So right, I mean, so if you want to stay in healing with Ant, you'd be right here if you don't. If you're not worried
back
about
a
it.
little bit, yeah, right.
Okay, all right.
I can move if I need to. And I'm going to use my quick action to use my karma bead for my prayer from my prayer beads.
Okay.
Bead of karma.
And
that
remind the beat of
gives
karma
me
does.
+4 to all of my what is it? +4 caster level. Yeah. So I cast my spells at +4 caster level, so it would put me at a caster level 17.
17. Okay, got it. All right, very good. Thank you.
Yep.
Now let's go to Azimir. Azimir, what are you doing? As you see this monstrous beast descend from the sky. Hey, Hagar the Horrible, good to see you, sir. Oh yeah, you're right. That camera's froze. Thank you, sir. Hang on one second. It's funny, like the
Another of these happening now, huh? That's what you're gonna do.
Does this creature even look defeatable to me?
I mean, defeatable.
You've never seen a creature you didn't think you could defeat, my friend.
You know, you are Azimir, but I would say defeatable is not a term that you would apply looking at this creature. I mean, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're asking from that. Like,
He probably has a perfect record. Anybody he's gone up against, he
like with
probably has
I guess
lost.
yeah, I guess that's a good point. Like with the number of crits you've rolled lately and the stuff you've been doing, you might think anything's defeatable, but like there is nothing about this thing which it makes your bowels quail. I mean, it is the most frightening thing any of you have ever witnessed times 10.
So I'm clearly insane because I've already tried to position myself to sneak up on him.
Hiding.
Staying in character is what I call that. Yes.
Totally hit it.
I'll hope for more crits, so I will attack using Death or Glory.
Does he have to run like 3 miles to get to it, or
No,
how
like
close
he can,
is
you know,
this
he can
thing?
strike a foot.
So
Like,
he's there.
He's hacking it a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like it's bigger than
there.
I'm showing you now. So
So we can we see the top of it?
I mean, yeah, sort of like the head that comes down from the clouds, the wings spread across. You again see the 2 glowing red eyes and a single sort of glowing, sickly yellow white eye or something here in the forehead.
Okay. It's 42.
Your sword bounces off of bone.
I run.
You turn and run. Okay.
5 times my normal speed. I use my feet.
Okay, well you can't do that and attack in a round. So like you're running fast, all right? So you're running very fast. Now we go to Edelus.
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
I thought about that actually. I did. But
You are
since
so
you guys
insignificant.
first initiative, he's burning the forest around him. Edelus.
I stand there staring directly at Caligon. I'm holding the sword in my 2 hands. Friend, if this is not what we were brought back for, I do not know why we are here. And
Even as you're talking, you feel the sword yank forward in your hands like it's thirsty.
I try to understand what it wants me to do. Does it want me to throw it? Does it want us to try to
No, you
approach
feel
it?
like it's pulling you. It's pulling you toward
us.
him.
I very deliberately, without running, approach the dragon. If I'm close enough, I'm going to take a swing. Otherwise, I'm simply trying to sense what the sword is wishing to do.
All right, so you're closing.
And as I'm going, I'm saying, and now would be the time where Glenfear might be of aid to us.
Everyone keeps
And then I
saying
choose-
this like they think I'm not doing this already.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
He
And then I'm tuning everything else out.
He
and
shouts it out.
everyone
That's a
else
great shot. Yeah, he shouts it out nonetheless. Like,
That is-
yeah, if you haven't thought of it yet.
That is my last thought for anything or anyone else. All my concentration, perception, and everything else is just with the sword and at the dragon.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and Alberon, I don't know if it counts like as a mini either, but thank you so much. It's not exactly a mini, it's a maxi, or no, that's over. No, that's it. All right, so it's big, that's all. All right, and we go to Brual. I love everyone's reaction is so like
Smite the bitch.
No, I'm gonna follow behind
Wait, he's not evil.
Edelus, and I want
Yeah,
to
not evil.
use. I probably should have checked with the DM on this before because I don't know exactly how this works, but I want to use Aura of Justice,
Absolutely,
which
yes.
allows anyone within a 10-foot radius to use the Smite ability.
Nice.
Yes, it is the most powerful thing a paladin can do, and he's just been saving it for you guys. So, all right. So I think we need to just pause here for a second. Let me turn the music down so everybody can hear.
I understand what that means.
And don't adjust your cameras at home. It should be all
But I
red.
don't know what it
The forest
does
is a
exactly.
fire.
Let's all
So
jump into his mouth.
let me show you what you see. So here is Ankalagon. This is what the forest around you looks like. It has been set aflame all around by the fire of this creature. Everything is being just burnt into ash around you. As the flame rages, you see the paladin, Brual. He runs forward. He says something, which is...
My
All right, so I'm going to give you a chance here because I'm going to tell you, like, the better you do this, I might give a DM advantage here based on how this sounds. So, sorry, was that bad? Did I put pressure on you? Like, now you got it's like, he has performance anxiety.
Swing your swords!
Swing him so hard. Do it, guys.
Give him a moment. Let him gather himself. He'll be fine. I'm adjusting a cam here. There's no rush on you. Take your
Power
time.
of grace.
No. My friends, if this be our last battle, swing your weapons with the might of Ale.
Yeah, you have advantage. Well done, sir. The power of second breath. Mommy. Oh, our viewers are the best. Hang with us, guys. We're going to have a giveaway here in a little bit. All right, so you charge forward. All of you feel this divine power that just emanates from Brual as he charges forward. Even as the bowels melt within you, a sense of courage rises up from Brual's battle cry. So now we go to...
Now, does what we're doing happen simultaneously?
This is all simultaneous action, yes.
So would I have, during my turn, sensed the smite, or is that...
Like, so like as it's, yeah, it's like as you're, it's all happening at the same time. So as you're saying sort of your final words, your blade is pulling you forward, you feel Brual's energy hit you, it's all happening simultaneously.
Cool.
All right, and then Halgrim. Halgrim is going to go to his normal go-to, and he is going to attempt his banishment.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's going to hide behind a tree.
Well, most of them are on fire, so...
Yeah.
You see, Halgrim says, "You shall not pass!" And nothing happens. All right, and
DC 217.
the creature attacks. It is going to... It leans down, and we're going to go 1 to 3, 4 to 6. All right, congratulations, Edalus.
So we get no defensive bonuses yet for anything that's happened, like no smiting,
Or
nothing.
justice, yeah, you get it.
No, because
we
you
haven't
won
actually
initiative, so it's so that
done,
Aura of Justice
Is it
is in
implied
effect.
that all of us have smited? this
Yeah, he's
guy in
smitten.
front of us?
Yes, yeah,
He's been smitten.
You smitten it, smited it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay. All right. So, and you've given them all their AC.
Head over heels for you.
The power of say, I still love that one.
I hope this helm works.
All right. What's your modified AC?
Sorry, it wasn't actually a dragon helm. We painted it to look good.
Everybody, give your modified AC, please.
My modified AC.
What are we
Yeah. So
supposed to
based
have?
on the Aura of Justice
Oh,
now.
what was it? I missed
Right.
it.
So that would be. What would that be? Would that be?
Temporary modifier.
Yeah, that's. I guess that's where my question comes in. What would that?
What is it called? Aura of Justice?
Jordan,
Aura
can
of
you help him with it,
Justice.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Because you've done this so
Yeah.
much with Theoden while I'm...
Oh, wait, what? Oh,
Aura
just
of
smite?
Aura of Justice.
Aura of Justice with the smite. He's asking what the smite does.
AC.
Oh, your AC goes up
Goes-
by your charisma modifier.
Oh.
Your
Which I
attack bonus goes up by your level. So your level, we all get that.
So-
And then our damage goes up by your
So,
charisma.
Is it our own charisma modifier?
Can we borrow
Or
his charisma? Oh,
No,
good.
yeah.
Because I have nothing.
Smite, smote, smitten.
I have.
So my charisma is +3.
Oh, cool. -2, so that works. Yeah.
Okay, so the only defensive is his charisma +3.
Yeah.
Right.
His charisma, which is +3.
And
Okay,
then
great. I am
He
27.
gets something plus.
All right. So you're 27. You are a...
28.
It's not clear. What do I add to AC?
3.
Oh, okay. 20.
Nice. A little harder to hit.
Yeah.
22.
And Azamir, you are still in range. You're sprinting away from the range, but you're still in range.
Wait, so I get the
Your
smite
AC
bonus?
+3,
Okay,
yeah.
so what is your
3.
charisma modifier?
3.
Oh, so 26.
Nice.
All right.
Thanks.
He gets plus 59.
I wish this mattered. I wish this would help.
You see the dragon bends down, and it snaps. Really, just in like 2 teeth, it snaps Edalus off the ground. It's caught him by the waist, so he still has his sword out. He's lifted into the air. So we'll see if he'll stay up here. Top the dragon's. So he's in the dragon's mouth, but grabbed by the waist. So it's not like head first, feet first. Grabbed by the waist, snapped up, pulled into the air. As the dragon lifts him into the air, you see it presses a gout of flame across his body. The flame expels out of its mouth, and the dragon helm sheathes him. No fire damage is taken. You do take the damage from the bite.
Dang, that's awesome.
As it snaps down on you, you take 42 points of damage as the teeth clench down on you, but the fire just breathes over the top of your body, doing no damage. The tail whips around. It throws trees to the side. It crashes through these trees. So not a DM mistake this time, actually knocking trees over on purpose. Toward Brual. Brual, your AC again is a 28, is that right?
Yes. This would. I have a +4 modifier against giants.
Against giants?
Yes. So that
The tail snaps narrowly over your head as you duck under it, and it crashes the tree beside you as well, knocking the tree over. So obviously I can't physically move this tail, but it has just cleared all the tree cover over with just one whoosh, massive swoosh of the tail. And now we roll initiative.
All right. I won, right? Yeah.
You won last time.
Whew.
This time, oh, the DM has the 6.
I have a 3.
Well, didn't you have a 2 last time?
Yeah.
And he had a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. DM has the 6. The creature takes Edalus and flings him. I'm going to have you make, so you see it's trying to open up its mouth and fling you out. So do you want to let it do so? Do you want to try to maintain a grip on it? What is Edalus doing?
Oh, I am immediately trying to grab onto the horns or anything nearby, and again, letting my sword guide, if anything, just in terms of what I'm intending to do. I'm intending to cling to the head as much as I can. I feel like this is a mistake the dragon has made, especially sensing that the fire made no damage, so I am absolutely trying to cling on, and I'm going to be going for something near his head with my sword if I can.
Okay, so first let's have you make a, go ahead and make a dex check, roll d20 and add your dexterity.
Okay, that is not great. 4.
Total is?
4.
It was a roll of a 3, and I have a dex bonus of 1. So,
all right,
you want a reflex check?
Reflex?
A reflex check is, I'm sorry, 5. So 8.
Yeah, it's effectively the same idea. So it flings you off. You see Edalus sail through the air. He slams. Actually, let me roll for direction here. Yeah, he slams actually
He's
this
coming
direction.
near me. I'm going to try to whip my bedroll out and make it like land.
He does not.
Soften the
He
blow.
goes right over your head, Azimir. You see Edalus slam to the ground in front of you. Edalus, you take an additional 7 points of damage as you slam to the ground. The tail whips back around toward Brual.
I still whipped it out anyway, and it just was
That's
hilariously
a
useless.
1 on the die for the DM, but not a fumble. So Brual again, you duck underneath. You feel the tail once, whoosh, twice, whoosh, and then the creature advances, clearly intending to rend you with its claws. We go to Brual.
going to, yeah,
And smite's on your stuff, so.
yeah. I'm gonna attack him. Let's see. So, okay. That's, what is that? It's a 38.
Your hammer slams against the body. It doesn't do any damage. Like, it bounces off the bone.
I'm gonna take a few steps back.
Okay.
You should have more than one attack.
Yeah, you should have 3. Are you not using the other 2 attacks, or? Which is fine.
I rolled an 8. I mean, I know I rolled an 18. I got a good hit on him.
30, I don't think you had your full smite bonus on then. So what's your normal base attack? Your what level?
12.
So you'd have plus 12.
What's your strength?
And your strength
is 2.
2, so that's 14.
Yeah.
And then your weapon,
which is
1, I think, additional, right? So 15, and then your smite gives you a bonus to hit of your level. Is that right? Level?
Mm-hmm. So 12.
Yeah, so another 12.
You definitely hit.
Yeah, so you're way selling yourself short.
Yeah, I've got my smite numbers written down wrong then.
Yeah, so that is a hit.
Okay.
Wait, what did you get?
48, I think is what I calculate.
No, that's not a 48.
It's 24 plus.
18.
That was-
It would be a 42.
Wait, so he had 18. The plus his base attack bonus would be 12, right?
Yes.
So that's 30. 18 plus 12 is 30.
Plus
Plus
12.
another 12 for his level for the smite, right? So that's 42.
Plus
his
his
hammer
strength. Plus his hammer.
is 43. Plus his strength is 45.
Yeah, then it's
Strength of 2.
Yeah, plus the hammer is a plus 1. So that's the 45. Yeah. So that's a hit.
Okay. Then
So you feel your hammer slams down. You see a blinding flash of divine light as it actually, you feel something crunch underneath the hammer. Roll damage.
Oh, and you still have my +1 from the Hero's Feast, right? Because the Hero's Feast.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, so it'd be 45.
Oh no, you only add
46.
your charisma bonus to your attack rolls.
So what does the level get up to? Damage. Okay. So the total
Charisma is only +3. I thought I had.
Okay, so that is
that
isn't done. That's right. You're right. I knew that didn't sound right. So that's a miss.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Do you attack again or no?
No. If I miss, I'm backing up.
All right. You're backing up. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Azimir. Are you still running?
Leave it up to the dice. 1 through 10, I'm still running. 11 through 20, I'm turning back.
This is called the gut check.
All right, I'm running.
Yeah, that was right.
Blame it on the die. Azimir continues to sprint away. Hey, Raven DeVos, good to see you. Thank you so much, Rox, for being with
I'm
us.
avoiding the TPK, guys. You all get killed somehow.
You'll
I find a
live
priest
to die
bring you
another
back.
day.
As the dragon's head snaps Edalus out of its maw, you see it suddenly looks up, something catches its eye, and you see the glistening white form of Glenfear descending from the heavens.
I noticed Glenfear wasn't on your chart. Is she bigger?
Glenfear is roughly Smaug sized.
Yeah, she's fun-sized, right?
She has good magics too, so she knows dragons.
She does. So she descends from the skies. As she does, everyone roll d20 for me.
Okay.
Now triple it.
Oh, natural 20! Not Azimir. Azimir, you're facing the wrong direction.
Natural 20. I really cheer Glenfear on.
All right. Actually, as you land on the ground, you have just the perfect angle to see. As you sit up, you see she drops a small white dragon off of her shoulder to the ground, and then she leaps at the maw of this creature and Caligon. And this size is not correct. Like the differential is much greater than that, but it still looks freaking cool. I've never had a giant black dragon and a white dragon on my table. Thank you, T-Nomad. I appreciate that. And who has not gone this round? Sorry, I got so excited. I realized. Go ahead, Martha.
Okay, so seeing that things are not going so well in our favor, I am going to turn towards this gigantic dragon, and I'm going to cast Sunbeam. Cast a level 17.
Okay, level 17 Sunbeam. Very nice. All right.
Alright, so there's a save on it, but the duration, it will last for 17 rounds. I can cast these beams out. Every round after this is a quick action. It's a standard action for this one. So, the reflex negates the blind. Reflex save negates the blinding, and then takes half damage if it saves.
Alright. And the DC is?
21.
It makes the save.
Alright, so it won't be blinded, but it'll still take half damage. And it's 1d6 points of damage per caster level.
And you're casting at 17.
Woo!
Okay.
So 17d6.
Roll them, as they say. Roll them. Thank you so much for everybody that's watching. We are going to have a t-shirt giveaway here in just a little bit. And you can have the first of our blue box stickers as well.
22, 23.
While you're rolling that, I'm going to get the giveaway set up.
24, and then 27, so that's my first 8. 27. Can someone keep track of these numbers for me? 27. Okay, here's the next 8. Okay, 10, 26, 28, and one more. So 30, so 27, 30, 57 points of damage half.
Wow.
So that's going to be
25 plus 3. 0.5.
20.
Repeating.
It's 20, it would be. Wait, hold on. So what was it? 50, 57?
57.
Half, so 20.
You love it when your damage is too high for you to count.
27 points of damage at half.
That's the halved already,
That's
right?
the half, yeah.
All right. You see a beam of light descends from the sky. It washes
No,
over
it actually
the creature.
comes from my hand.
Oh,
so
from
I
her hand.
select it
Okay, directly
out
out from her hand.
From my hand.
Bathes the creature in this divine light. The head rears back. You just see a little bit of flaking
Okay.
along the bone structure.
And
also
that's
this third
16.
eye in the middle of the head kind of flares as you hit it.
16 more rounds of that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so
auto
everyone
roller.
is gone except Ant. You didn't go this round, right?
No.
All right. So Ant, you see Glenfear descend from the sky, and then you see it does something. She does something before she leaps at the neck of this creature.
So I'm gonna try to, like, in a wide berth, make my way around toward.
Do you have the? Are you drawing the dirk of
Dagger.
imprudent haste?
Yeah.
All right. So grabbing the dirk of imprudent haste, I'm going to give you 120 feet of movement that round.
Nice.
You just blur around the corner.
And then I put my dagger away, you know, to.
Okay. All right. You're
Take
you're
damage as
Can
much as
I,
possible.
I don't think I've done anything, but can I get up?
Yeah. So you were kind of thrown back. You drag yourself from the soil. You see Glenfear leaping upon the creature. You can move. You can do whatever you want to do.
I'm going to approach the creature, get as close as I can.
All right. So again, undeterred, Turin Turimbar, reborn Edlis, leaps toward Ankalagon, and you close the distance. We roll for initiative.
Your turn?
Ooh, DM is hot. A 6.
3.
Oh, and actually, yeah. So we're calling party. All right. So you see Ankalagon as Glenfear leaps toward him. Its head turns. Giant maw dwarfs, like the whole mouth could take Glenfear in it. It snaps toward Glenfear.
What?
No.
Another one.
A 1 on the die, a nat 1. Unbelievable.
Thank goodness.
Okay, no fumble. Glenfear, though small, is agile, spins out of the way, ducks past the bite, and lands on the neck of Ankalagon. Hold on, let me just spin this around a little bit so I get a better angle. That's pretty freaking cool. As Glenfear lands on the neck of Ankalagon, the tail whips back around again, and now it's going to be, I need Marthaliel, Halgrim, Edelis, and Brua all to make reflex saves. It's going to be a DC 24 reflex save.
What bonuses do we have right now in addition to our...
Oh yeah, so they don't get any save bonuses from the smite, right? From the Aura of Courage? No.
No.
But they get the +1 from your... That's not for saves? Okay.
Saves against fear is +4.
All right.
So mine is a 23.
A 23, okay.
15.
16.
All right. And Halgrim. All right, everybody gets hit by the tail.
All right.
As the tail lashes around, you all take
Minus.
.44 points of damage. Whoosh, the tail slams into you. Now, each one of you need to make another reflex save. This is a DC 16 to keep your feet or be knocked over.
Natural 20.
All right.
So 25.
I need to
All right, no, that's, yeah, that 20 always saves. Halgrim. Wow, okay, Halgrim. Halgrim actually keeps his feet. He's slammed into this tree and he stays up.
16.
Total 16. All right, Marthaliel, you are smacked and swept toward where Ant used to be, knocked on your back. And I'm sorry, Brual, what'd you say?
24.
And I said it was DC 24, right?
You said DC
16, I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was for that. So yeah, so you maintain your feet. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was getting those two DCs confused. Sorry, that was the
All right.
save versus
Mike-
the
Mike
knockover.
should be back.
All right. So you manage to hold your footing as it sweeps over. It smacks each of you. You see trees further knocked over and slammed on the ground. Almost every tree in the area has now fallen. And we go to Glenfear. So Glenfear has a hold, its jaws small on the neck. It's biting down. You see her legs scraggling against the stony structure of Encalagon. She is weighing the neck a bit. It kind of bows down just a bit. It's hard to see if she actually does any damage. We go to Edalus.
I'm going to take a swing at whatever's closest. The leg, the neck, the head. The roll is a 6.
+1.
Oh, so
+2.
7. Let's see. Was that 24? So that's
Okay,
30,
so your
31.
sword, 31. Your sword bounces off the flesh, or off the bone, doing no damage.
Do I get additional?
Yeah, you have
Yep.
all 3 of your attacks.
Yeah, you still get your attacks.
9 that time, so same result.
Okay.
And then 5, same result.
Okay. All right, and I need you to roll a d20 for me and add your perception, please.
2, perception is 14, 16.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll go to Marathalio.
Alright, even though we're all in melee with...
Yes,
Okay. Well, I automatically, with my quick action, the beam goes off again toward him. He has to make the save again. 15. Rounds
All right.
up.
And yes, by the way, Bloodwild, I mentioned that earlier if you missed it, sorry. It is closer to the size of Smaug. So Glenfear, many of you have not seen Glenfear. Glenfear was a dragon that the party had a really interesting encounter with, 2 years ago? And actually saved the young of Glenfear. And Glenfear had promised, what's that?
From the Balrog.
Right, from the back. And Glenfear had promised to provide aid to the Dragon Whisperer, which, by the way, yes, it was literally a TPK. There is no chance you would have had in this combat absent Glenfear. If he had died, this was going to be a TPK.
Did you save?
So congratulations, you saved the whole team. No big
Which
deal.
is fair because you saved her.
That is my third nat 1 of the day.
He didn't save?
He did not save.
Full damage! He's coming in, he's blinded!
All right,
it's
my
a
third nat
1,000.
1
I'll
of
round
the
it up to
day.
1,000.
Unbelievable. 3 nat 1s for the DM today. That
So-
sucks.
He's blinded.
And this is like the pet of the enemy that we're
So
actually.
he's just blinded. It doesn't say how long he's
Yeah,
blinded.
that would be a bit of a,
It doesn't say how
tough
long he's
term, but yeah,
blinded
pretty
for,
much.
though.
I'm intentionally demeaning
I'm
him.
guessing so.
This is antagonize. I wanted to use antagonize.
I don't know how long he's blinded for, but he's blinded. It doesn't say how long the blindness lasts. It just says he's blinded and fails to save.
Okay, all right. So I know how this is going to work. Go ahead, roll.
Okay, so 6.
Thank you, Hagar.
10, 20, 7, 30. So it's 30 for my...
100, so
Okay.
he doesn't have an advantage yet.
That's 10, 20, so that's 50, 6, 60, 7,
Whoa!
71 points of damage.
71! Okay, so again, massive bolt of holy light. You said 70
71 points of damage.
extends from Marathaliel's hands, bathes the creature's head. As you do so, you see where you felt like you should have blinded it. Instead, you see the third eye, or whatever it is. Oh, he gave another 100. All right, so Hagar, who do you want that advantage to go to?
Advantage is 100.
I've raised it to 2. It was
Yeah.
it was happening too much.
Because Kate ended up with 14
yeah, it's like,
advantages
so
at one point.
I'm gonna have Jay's Titan dice, exactly right, Rock. So Hagar, who do you want that advantage to go to? It go to is desperately needed by the entire party.
And
It goes to
thank you.
Marathalio. Okay.
As she notices like that it was particularly effective this time, it's like, you will fall, foul creature.
And I'm gonna have you roll a d20 and add your wisdom bonus to it,
wisdom?
please.
Okay. Which is a +4 now because of my level.
Right.
Oh, well, the 7.
Okay. All right. Nothing there. Anyone has not gone this round? Yes, Brual. Well, Azamir, you're not still running?
No.
You've made good distance now. You could get away if you wanted to.
Live another day.
Turn around.
That's right, it's Caligon, but Caladrax by Reaper minis, right?
I turn and I do my run feet to the dragon. I was getting a head start.
he just wanted the momentum heading into the dragon.
Are you bull rushing him again?
And Azamir sprints back
How
toward.
high is his head? Did it come
Well, it's actually come down. So you see Glinfear has a hold of the neck, and the head is it's still a good 15, 30 feet or so above the ground.
It's 15. I'm 7 feet tall with very large wingspan.
I want you to go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please. And just roll a d20.
I know. I already know.
No, you don't know.
I'm going for the third eye.
Here, just roll a d20.
I'm doing a cold shot at the third eye. That is a 19.
Do it.
That's pretty
No, so that's not your attack. What you notice is you're running toward the creature. The third eye is not an eye at all. It is some sort of glowing stone about this big, with a white light which is vacillating between a pure white and a corrupted-looking yellow that glows in the creature's forehead. You're not getting an attack this round. You turn, you sprint back.
I used my run feet.
I know, you use your run feet to get away.
No, I didn't. You didn't let me use it. And
I did. That was 2 rounds.
No, you didn't let me use it the first round. I didn't call it the second round.
Well,
I swear.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. But you're running back. You close with the creature. You do not get an attack this round. You see that? The DM has adjudicated.
That doesn't make any sense.
Brual.
I only ran away from one round. No, I didn't.
You did. I've got it on video. 2 rounds.
No, I hit.
But you spent the time fashioning a tree into a spear.
Plus, you had to pivot. And everything's on fire all around you. It's
I'm running at 5 times my normal speed.
Ellis is right next to me.
Yes, Ellis is right next to you.
So I'm going to look at Ellis. No, I'm like looking at Ellis to see what state he looks like.
200 short mom on the run.
You just got thrown through the air.
Pretty bad shape. I mean, I'm not on fire. But
I'm gonna channel positive energy then.
All right, you channel positive energy.
Oh, let's see. 5.
Is your radius like mine is?
It's it's a radius. Yeah.
So you feel everybody in that radius? Like mine does?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
I think I'm in your 30-foot radius.
8. Yeah. Plus 16 points of damage.
All right.
Or healing. So 16
All right, so everybody gets 16 points of healing that's in the radius. That includes Azamir, who has just gotten back in the radius.
it runs away again.
If you got hit and lost your 10 temporary hit points, they are gone now because they were temporary.
That's correct. All right, Ant. So you're on the opposite side now, Ant. What are you doing?
Dagger run. Trying to make my way around over here in this area.
Again, still with the Dirk of Imprudent Haste, you sprint with remarkable speed. As you come around the back edge, you see this incredible battle as Glinfear grips the neck of Ancalagon and struggles, wings batting, claws scratching. Ancalagon turns its maw. You actually see straight. I don't know if this is tempting to you. You see straight down its maw as it turns, and its jaws clench toward Ancalagon, or pardon me, toward Glinfear. So you got, hey, thank you very much for the cheer. And let's see here. So Short Mom on the run. She gave 100. You need another 100 if you're going to give an advantage. Grindelwolf wants to give one to Ancalagon. I should probably just give it. So this is Ancalagon reborn, right? So he was slain in original Tolkien lore. He has now reemerged as a Draco-Lich with some strange stone set in his forehead. But it takes 200 to give advantage. I don't know if we haven't updated that yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't like saying that because I'm not trying to merchandise anybody, but I'm trying to keep control of the number of advantages that happen. Okay, so you see his head spin, and that concludes the round. We go to initiative. Now we're going to Brual. Yes, thank you. Brual, you roll initiative. DM has a 3.
6.
Yeah!
You have it. All right.
I was running full speed and I'm there, so I think I should go first.
And she's giving this. So you gave 100 Oh, Brual got advantage from Lord Grindelwolf.
Oh, that's awesome.
So congratulations. And then Short Mom on the Run wants to give disadvantage to Ancalagon, since your advantage to Alzamir didn't count because you only gave 100. I'm going to count that, so you've now given disadvantage to Ancalagon. All right. We go now to Brual. You're up first, sir. He won the initiative.
How does it feel to be useless?
It depends on where you're at.
No.
Welcome to the club.
You know,
Happens to everybody eventually, right?
I think someone's gonna ride a baby dragon, so I don't know how useless that'll be.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I wondered.
again, how bad do you look?
I look, less bad than I did before, but I still don't look great.
All right, I'm gonna channel positive energy.
I'm really ignoring everything,
take it.
so it's purely from outward appearance.
Brual, clearly not confident in his ability to actually hit, continues to heal. His healing
17.
aura spreads out. Anyone that's damaged gets 17 hit points of healing back.
Almost back at full. Thanks, friend.
And you have not used that advantage yet, so you still have that advantage that you can use from Lord Grindelwolf. Okay, all right, so now we go to Edalus.
The head is too low for me to reach, correct?
You mean too high?
Too low. Yes, too high.
It's actually
too low.
You see the head as the dragon's maw turns towards Glenfear. The neck is bending down a bit under the weight of Glenfear. So it's still high, but the foot is right there in front of you. Yeah, it would be out of sword reach to swing at the head.
Does it look like I could climb up onto the foot and get onto the neck near the head?
If you want to try that.
That's what I'm gonna try.
All right, so I'm gonna have you roll and add roll d20. Add your combat maneuver.
And I do have climb as well. That's got something to it. So
all right, let's do
combat maneuver though is currently 17, and I rolled an 8, so that's 25. And I have a climb of 9.
Okay, and so go roll again with your climb. All right, so you see Edalus
19
leaps
plus
forward.
9 is 28.
Okay, yeah. So Edalus leaps up on the dragon's arm as it's been bent down under the weight of Glenfear.
Oh, you just got an advantage, Edalus.
And you just got advantage from Lord Grindelwolf. Thank you. Okay.
6.
And she's given, so you now have advantage from Short Mom on the Run. I'm going to let that slide, even though we're not sure I'll let that work.
Inspiration is the.
And thank you so much.
Inspiration.
Thank you.
All right, so you can now see, if you can see this epic move, we now have Edalus sitting atop the arm of Ancalagon. Now Ancalagon the Undead, the Draco Lich. So he is here, trying not to shine my bright laser in anybody's eyes. Brual stands at its feet. Glenfear, the white dragon that the party saved many sessions ago, battles in mortal combat with the creature. Azamir.
Alright, I'm leaping at full speed towards the third eye
All right.
and striking thrice.
And that's probably the 7th time you said full speed in this session. So you leap
So
forward.
100% of the speed of light.
All right, you leap up. So the head is still a good 15 feet off the ground. So are you going to try to reach up and grab it? Like, you're not going to leap up and go once, twice, thrice, so you can get a swiping blow as you leap up. You can try to grab a hold of the head.
I'm going to do one called shot, and if I hit, I'm sticking it in and getting on top of him. So basically, I'm just trying to stick the eye.
All right, so called shot is a -4. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do devastating strike.
And you +1 from the hero's feast.
Yes. And +3.
+3 from.
With advantage?
Oh.
You should use
With
it.
advantage, using Short Mom on the Run's advantage.
2 natural 20s.
Yes.
I'm watching this very closely.
Can you roll
16.
So what would that? So that'd be 12. Take the -4 and then add everything else.
at the same time?
No, because my devastating strike cancels that out.
Okay, then just that's fine.
16 plus 29 is 45, right? Yeah, 45 plus
1, 4, 6 plus. Is
Well,
there
that
anything
hits
else?
because
Yeah.
he said 45 hits.
Okay. Yes, that is a hit. So
Oh, plus 3. Which is
Yeah.
you sprint, you leap up in the air. With your length, your reach, you're just able to hit that area of the head. Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, I was trying to stick it. So, like.
Oh, you're trying to stick in it? All right, so roll damage.
So I can pull myself up.
You're gonna end up in his mouth.
Plus.
It was a perfect
Oh,
leap.
well, actually, so this isn't from his plane either. So, the first hit was Smite Evil. The damage is double plus your level. So 13 plus 24, because your level is 12. The 24 is 37, and 37 plus 25, because of plus 4 of Devastating Strike, is
62.
62.
Yeah. The Smite Evil only is for
All right.
melee attacks.
As your
Oh,
blade.
wait, no, 62 plus another 12 for his level is 74. 74 on one.
Is that all?
Yeah,
Your
She has 15
blade.
more of those incoming, so.
Yes,
Your
I know.
blade slams into the center, smite you bloody well, right? As your blade slams into it, boom! There's a sudden flash of light. You definitely hit, but you're repelled back. You see Azamir go flying as whatever that thing is in the center of the head bursts in a bright white flash of light. He lands in this tree and slides down on the ground. You take...
That tree was pretty solid.
Fluffy.
Hear the snapping of branches.
You take 25 points of damage as you slam to the ground. You all see this almost blinding flash of light as it strikes. And is that everyone gone?
I have not.
All right, Martha, go ahead.
One of my beams, so I have lots more. 14 more after this one.
All right, and so he does. So he's thrashing around. Clearly, he has no sight.
And then just 21 for save on the
All right, for the half damage
Damage,
or full
yeah.
damage. Oh yeah, nat 20 makes the full
Okay.
save. Yep.
Okay, so. Okay.
Hey, if you're watching the chat, go ahead and type exclamation point shirt, all lowercase, exclamation point shirt, and you'll get one of these blue box t-shirts if you win the giveaway. If Chris, if you can just stand up just a little bit. If you're watching Brewall,
that one's better.
that blue box t-shirt can be yours in black, white, or blue.
31,
So exclamation point
36.
shirt, and while she's rolling damage with her many dice. Yep, it's working. I see
41,
people dropping in the
44.
giveaway as we speak.
Have to be following.
50. So 25 points of damage at half damage.
25 at half. All right. Another blast of light comes from
And because
Marathaliel's
that
hand.
is my quick action, can I do a channel energy at the same round? Since the beams are auto, like they're
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because that's
Okay.
that's a recurring feat. So you're maintaining the concentration, but you
Yeah.
can still do a quick action.
Okay, so I'm gonna just do a channel energy.
All right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all I need.
Imagine the
Hello,
thing that you would
synchronicity,
piss off
Captain
if you did
Mindor.
this.
The healing power
Right.
from Marathaliel's hands.
It's gonna be like a meteor.
As the two dragons are intertwined,
21 points of healing.
you all get 21 points of healing. All right, has anyone not gone?
Did Glenfear go?
Did Hallgrim go?
Hallgrim.
Oh, Hallgrim is not gone. Thank
yeah.
you, Hallgrim. Yeah, so the mage steps forward. He's protectively shielding Rock. He holds out his hands, and you see flame.
Channel energy question.
Go ahead.
If undead things are in the radius of that, do they take damage?
No, you choose one or the
Okay,
other.
okay.
Yeah,
I
yes,
just-
you choose either to
'Cause I
damage
knew
or to
that
heal.
You could use it, like channel negative energy to damage anybody,
Right.
but I didn't know if undead.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, so flame sprouts over in Caligon's head. You see it also catches Glenfear. Glenfear's white body sizzles under the heat of Halgrim's flame. You see one of the wings cripples underneath the damage. As it does so, and Caligon turns, his head pivots toward Glenfear. His jaws snap down on Glenfear's neck.
So the eye thing didn't do anything?
What's that?
The eye thing didn't do anything?
You saw it burst, but the dragon, like, this is all simultaneous action. It did not come out. It was not dislodged. So the best way I can put this for you, so this is OOC. What you were doing was almost like a destructive effort, which then goes against the hardness and the damage capability of whatever you're hitting, right? So what you hit, you felt a potency beyond your reckoning. It was not even a scratch upon this thing that you did trying to directly destroy it. It just burst away from you. And you felt this strange sense of both awe and hope mingled with corruption that just overwhelmed your body as you were flung away. You see the jaws of Ancalagon bite down on the neck of Glenfear. You hear even as far away as you are, Ant, as you're rushing forward, you're watching all of this, like, because the maul was turned towards you. You see this happen right before your eyes. This giant, as large as a hill, clamps down on the neck. Glenfear looks so small in comparison. And you hear snap, snap, snap. And the neck is twisted and crushed. And it carries, Glenfear still clinging, carries the head of Ancalagon to the ground, kicking and twitching underneath the power of this jaw as it crushes it and carries him down.
Is that with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I did have disadvantage on that.
I just wanted to...
And, it's after 5 o'clock. We got to stop right there.
Oh, no.
So, yes, Glenfear. You don't know the ultimate fate, but Glenfear lies on the ground. And Caligon still
getting a baby dragon.
Still has
for
its
Christmas.
head has twisted and snapped the neck. You see the giant white body of Glenfear slam to the ground right in front of you. One of its wings burn from Halgrim's spell. And we are going to stop there for tonight. Hey, thank you so much for all of our viewers. If you haven't yet, go ahead and type hashtag t-shirt. Or hashtag shirt, pardon me, in the chat. Hashtag shirt gets you an opportunity to win a shirt. But by the way, if you haven't yet, give us a follow. We appreciate all the subs, all the follows, and you are heading down the final path toward Dagor Daggerath, and Lord Grendelwolf gave a bravo to the players, and I agree, bravo players. Look at that epic shot. The white dragon, Glenfear. Not a good creature, by the way.
Nope.
Actually an evil creature, but an evil creature bound by an oath to a halfling who has self-nomikered the Whisperer, the Dragon Whisperer, and has tried many, many times. And yet Glenfear had told him when the time was needed, when the time was right. And I have the text here. I'm actually going to read it. This is a bit of OOC, but it was, here is what Ant called out in his mind. Glenfear, for the love of Middle-earth, come to the Shire and save us from the evil that is descending upon us. If you wish a future for your beautiful hatchling, come with all your power. Huzzah! To Ant. Well played, sir. And all right, so...
You just read those heartstrings.
Yeah, absolutely. That was like that called Glenfear. All right, so before we do our t-shirt giveaway, we're going to have our Stream MVP. So this is a high-level campaign. Stream MVP gets 10,000 bonus experience points at this level.
Wow.
And so we're going to start over here with Azamir, and we're going to let each player tell us why they should be Stream MVP. So in addition to the shirt, which I've got all your shirt registrations, you're going to type Azamir, Marathaliel, Edalus, Brual, or Ant in the chat, and we're going to let each of them have 20 to 30 seconds to why you should be Stream MVP. Brual. I'm sorry, Azamir.
I think the answer is pretty obvious here, with multiple crits and 1-kill shots by Azamir. And the headiness to get a running start so he could reach.
That was all part of the plan.
Reach the eye of, and having the wisdom to recognize the third eye of the dragon as maybe something that could be a weakness, and just played his role very well.
Okay. Marthalio, so if you think it's Azamir, type Azamir in the chat. Now, Marthalio.
I will say I would say I would be MVP for bringing Ant back to life, and the roleplay associated with that. Also, her helping the little hobbit who unfortunately met his fate shortly after.
That was very sweet.
Healing the eagle that had been wounded, and then getting the first successful hits against our lovely giant dragon here with her sunbeams.
All right, well played. All right, so if you think Marthaliel is your stream MVP, right? Marthaliel, if you can spell it, it's okay. It's right there on the screen. Now let's go to Endless.
For my foresight in planting the seeds of what will be our salvation in the next episode, I have faith in the eagles. They're going to bring help. Secondly, I survived an attack that not even Glenfear survived by being crunched and flamed in the jaws of the largest dragon that ever existed.
That's exactly right. Well played. Brual.
Well, I've been healing. That's about it. And I mean, I did call on Ally to strengthen my allies, and hopefully that actually has some effect against this dragon.
It was very important, that Arrow of Justice, and great roleplay. All right, we already have a vote for Marthaliel. We have a vote for Azamir. So just keep typing in the chat who your vote is. And last but not least, Ant.
I am the wisest, most full of foresight. It's like wizards wish that they could just think ahead and have the mastery of planning. I whispered to the dragon first ever to get him on my side and pull him into an oath.
It's true. That's true. Yeah.
I inspired us to the pre-victory by sacrificing myself. Before that, I gave her all my diamonds so that after I sacrificed myself, she could bring me back to life so that I could save us from a total party kill by bringing Glenfear finally back.
4D chess.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything's possible, but I don't honestly know how the party would have won this without Glenfear. And it really was dependent on Ant, and you literally snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. And so it was fantastic. All right, so we have 1 Azamir, 2 Azamir, 1 Ant. We have 1 Edalus. We have 1, 2 Marthalia. We have another Ant. That's 2 Ants.
2 Ant, 2
Oh, wait. Hagar switched to Ant from Azamir. Oh, that's a tough one. And another Ant. Oh, we got 1. Have you ever won some? No, never. And so we got 1, 2 Azamir. All right, so we got 1, 2 Azamir. 1, 2, 3 Ant. 1, 2 Marthalio, 1 Edalus, and we're gonna give it just one more second. I'm gonna let that stay open while I go ahead and do the T-shirt giveaway.
There's Ant.
Oh, there's another Ant.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna do the T-shirt giveaway. If there's anybody else that wants to weigh in on the stream MVP, that's 10,000 experience points for one of our players. But we are gonna roll the T-shirt giveaway, and it is Synchronicity 3. Hey, Synchronicity 3.
Congratulations on your T-shirt.
Congratulations. Now you have to be watching to win. I need you to just go ahead and give us a chat, say thanks or hello or yes or a thumbs up. So you have to be present to win.
It shows them here.
It's still, so I think you're here. I think so. Yeah, show. Yeah. You just pop something in the chat. Synchronicity. We'll give you just. I want to make sure we're not. I doubt you are, but I don't want to give it to a bot or anything like that. Make sure you're in. We're gonna give it a few more seconds. All right, and it looks like while we're waiting, if Synchronicity does not respond, we're going to run it again. We're going to give her or him another couple of moments. But we have... Oh, there we go! Okay. Synchronicity! Congratulations! All right, Synchronicity, thank you so much. Congrats. And you are a sub as well, so we much appreciate that. All you need to do is drop me...
No,
Well, I'm showing they're a Twitch Prime sub.
No.
Is that not what I'm seeing?
No, that means they're eligible for it.
Oh, you're eligible. Yeah, okay, that's good. Thank you. So you can sub us with Twitch Prime or just give us a follow if you haven't already, but congratulations. And then all you need to do is go into the Whisper and send me a Whisper with your name and your address. and we will get out that t-shirt to you this week. You can tell us your size and also what color you want. And congratulations. And it looks like it's there. The winner is Ant. From death to life. Unbelievable.
He was playing the
After
long card.
leaping into the jaws of a Vescavor. Hey, thank you so much. If you haven't given us a follow yet, please give us a follow. We're going to go ahead and do a quick raid. And while we're doing the raid, I'm going to allow the players to interact with the fans for just a second. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Synchronicity. We appreciate that. Oh, and thank you, Hagar. It was a pretty cool episode. Lots of yay ants going on as well. Not something you probably thought you'd be saying when you woke up this morning, yay ant. But it is, in fact, yay ant. And not something I thought I'd be saying this morning when I woke up. Yeah, but he killed it tonight. Really well done. And any other questions for our players? Anything about the campaign, how we've gotten here. Again, this is 4 years almost in the making, and we really appreciate all the contributions and fun today. But if you have any questions for the players, go ahead.
Yeah, it did not stick. Not this time.
No, tried to make the character die, did not stick. Thank you, Roxafarius. We appreciate that. I don't know anybody that's currently live right now. Thank you very much, Blood Wild. Yeah, this one's a little bit different. I know you've never seen it before, but a great group of players and love to play for 1 year, let alone 4 Hagar. Well, we'll figure out a way, my friend, for sure. All right, well, there's nobody I know that I really want to raid, so we're going to sign off there. I just want to say thank you to all the players. Fun session today, great work. I know it's ups and downs, and sometimes it's odd to know what to do. You're entering such an epic part of the campaign, and when you're getting to the culmination, Dagar Dagoroth and all that this means, it can almost be paralyzing sometimes. But I love ending a session. With Daedalus sitting atop. You can barely see it from that angle. Let me get him a little close here.
He's reclining, actually.
Sitting atop
Just waiting.
the dragon's arm. If you can see that there, here, I'll pull it up so everybody here can see it before I end the stream here. Sitting atop the dragon's paw. What a fantastic shot for the conclusion of today's session. Well done, and thank you everybody for all the follows, the subs.